All right then, welcome everybody to the stream for the evening. Hope we're all doing well. Today we have a little bit more exploring to do around Middle Earth, and I should totally switch to the right scene. That would be a good idea. And I worry my game's gonna crash. I relaunched the game just to make sure that it wouldn't, and I am kind of betting it is. Surprisingly, the game has actually been running really well for me recently. I've been regularly hitting my my max frame rate, which is my VSync, which is 165 frames. Way more than I need to, let's be honest. But it might be because I'm in like a lot of smaller locations like Entwood and stuff, but fingers crossed, we don't have too many issues. Though I say that, I've been on the free-to-play today doing some work, and I actually didn't have too many issues there, except one crash. So if all goes well, maybe the game's just like had a silent fix that I don't know about. But we'll see. Still getting my weird like 30 FPS for like a minute or two, but we'll fix that just by waiting. So I should probably bring up the things that I wanted to do today, aka the map and all that jazz, because what do we need to do? We need to do Southern Mirkwood, Forochel, and I think those are the only two that are like major, like not major, but like things we have to go for. I don't really feel like roving threats is gonna be a thing. Just saying. And then maybe we'll do an epic battle or something, because I have 625 stars of merit at the moment, and that means I'm only 75 away from getting where I need to go to, so that's all good. All right, we also have our Hobbit gift of the day. Oh wow. Okay, sure, I'll take that. And it's when you get a really good silver box, I feel like no matter what, the gold box is just going to be a little bit disappointing. So we get a 500 virtue experience. The Wolfmaster.
Impossible! A weakling like you defeated the Wolfmaster?
I was actually thinking today, I was like, oh, I kind of want to go through Archer at some point again. Because, like, I was getting a little bit bored of the Bjorning intro. I was like, maybe I want to actually, like, switch it up a little bit. Maybe. Maybe I'll do the Dwarf intro or something. Like the actual intro, because I don't really get around to that. But we get 2,000 virtue experience boost, plus the 500, plus the 100 here. And then I also, today, completed on Africa. Where are they? Yeah, I completed my weekly and like the 15 mission and the 45 mission thing. So there's an extra 2,000 virtue experience, which is good. At some point, I really need to like either sell or organize these tomes, because how many tomes do I got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then in my actual storage, I have what? 1, 2, 3, 12, 13. I have what? 22 tomes that I'm aware of. There could be more. Yeah, maybe I should sell some of them to afford the ones I'm looking for, like the will ones, though the will isn't like a huge deal, but whatever. Anyway, I guess what I'll do is I actually already have 5 of those, but I'm not actually planning on using them at the minute, so I'm going to use the one that we got, remaining me with the 5, and then I'm just going to use this up and boost that up a tad. There we are. That was like 3 levels of virtue experience for wisdom, which is nice. At the moment, we've obviously got all 5 of these max, so it's just passive at the moment, but that's fine. Also, something I really need to do at some point is go through and grab myself some more, is it Rohirrim traceries? I think. Rohirric. Which is something we potentially can do, because I need to do Vanguard of Central Gondor on Tarvelard, and I'm a third of the way through that, so if I can do the other 2 epilogue things tonight, then that gives me a correct Rohirrim tracery, and that gives us something to work with. So that's a potential thing that we can do if we get through everything else pretty quickly. And yeah, I don't think I have any spare... That butterfly kind of scared me. Not scared me, but like caught me off guard. It felt like it was jumping or something. I don't know. I wasn't fully paying attention. I'm not gonna lie. Right though. Is there anything else in my inventory? I think these two. Oh, I do already have 2 cracked rotary traceries. Huh. So I must be just really low on ancient script. Yeah. At some point, I really need to start opening these up. I have 105 coffer of legendary items. I think they only give like 50 ancient script for the most part, but hey, it's something we can work with. I just don't really feel like I want to open it on this character because, yeah, I get embers and stuff, which is fine, but like a lot of the enhancement runes I won't need. Well, enhancement runes fine, but sealed traceries, they're just kind of like ancient script fodder. Tracery tokens, yeah. Black steel keys, I'd rather use those at cap if I could. Obviously, the pets will get on here. Really, what I need to really do is I want to open these alongside a load of loot boxes. So my ultimate plan was to get to 100 on here and then 100 loot boxes and do that together. Unfortunately, I just like I've been really burnt out on building, so I just haven't done that. It can get very boring repetitively doing the same one. I thought I was going to be saved by the Before the Shadow intro, but sadly it doesn't really work for building. It does work, you can get through it, but it doesn't work for like farming, because for whichever reason, I guess it kind of makes sense, because why would you? But you cannot. So you get out of the intro at level 1, and the idea is you do a bunch of quests, but in the same time, in the building intro you get to level 5. You cannot use the VIP thing at level 1. You have to be level 5, because obviously, like, you probably weren't gonna get out at level 1 unless you sort of specifically went out of your way to get out of the intro at level 1 by putting a Stone the Tortoise on. But I don't know. Can't remember what we have to do to these guys. Is it just interact with them? Yeah. I don't know why that amuses me. It's like such a bad thing for me to find funny. It's like, what? Yeah, why do I find that specifically funny? Gift giver brands. That's what I'm after. But yeah, I've done a little bit of work on the free-to-play. I was quite happy with that today. I think I've got like 3 sets of missions done, which is good. So that's quite a lot of double XP. And I also should get about 50 more gold out of that. And then, what was the other thing I did? I did something else today. Oh yeah, no, I went through, I wanted to do a bit about how you can get the riding skill for free now. And yeah, I wanted to bring that whole thing up, which I think is quite interesting. I have it recorded, which is good. It's just I need to fit it in the script somewhere. But yeah, I don't know. Hopefully soon enough. The only problem is because it's a lot of like go on this character, delete, remake, blah 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 blah. It's sort of turned into, if the game crashes, then it kind of puts me off a little bit sometimes. I'm like, oh, I should go do something else, and you know, something that doesn't crash. But we'll see. Also, do we know? I know I posted about it, but I never actually paid attention on the whole Warden update. Was it talked about when that was said to happen? I know on the thing it said class changes. So, targeted class updates. So it should be happening in this quarter. I'm quite interested in the whole thing. I'll be interested to see what they do with yellow, if they put anything from yellow into these. Because I mean, there's some quite nice stuff. I mean, Seize the Moment's one, but they're getting rid of that. I think that's kind of nice. Critical hits with Javelin Gambits now have a 50% chance to reset their Gambit masteries. But yeah, I think all of it's actually quite an interesting thing. The advanced technique stuff seems like a a way to make you less reliant on just using your same, you know, 4 and 5s, which is nice. And also something I've sort of talked about recently, especially, is, you know, you don't really get a chance to, you know, with lower level enemies, you have to like set up this whole gambit thing where you don't really actually get a use out of it, so it seems a bit weird. But we'll see. One other annoying thing that maybe I was just not paying attention because it was like just past midnight, but shoulder guards of the Onodrim. Okay, so I wanted the potent ancient assault shoulder guards of the Onodrim. That is what I wanted. But I can't seem to actually find the recipe for said item. So I'm worried it doesn't actually exist. It like exists in the game, but I'm worried it doesn't exist as an actual thing that is obtainable, which is a little bit concerning, because this one is technically a downgrade. And I don't know how to feel about that. This one is also kind of a downgrade. No matter what, I lose health. If I had to go for one, which I don't necessarily have to, it'll probably be the Nimble. What did I even go here? Gifted. But I still lose like 400 morale, I think, out of that, which kind of sucks. I don't really like the idea of losing morale just because I do get a bit more physical mastery, but I'm overcapped already, so I'm not that fussed. This gives me a bit of crit, but I'm already like, I'm going to be losing a ton of crit over these, which is kind of annoying. And I'm also going to be, yeah, losing morale. So I think in some cases, as much as I want to have like a pretty much as much gold as possible on the character, I think it's not going to be a thing that happens, which is kind of unfortunate because, you know, the whole idea is kind of grinding for the best thing. And then, you know, we grind for the thing and it's not actually the best, which is kind of annoying. But also on top of that, I could have spent... That's a roving threat. I do not want to get near that. I could have spent those on the pets, which, you know, is annoying. Yeah, so we've done that. So basically, what I'm saying is I already have the helmet and stuff. I have the rest of the things. But I don't really like any of the shoulder pieces that are available for agility, personally. Right? So yeah, we've already got that one, and then I've already got the Fangorn stuff here, which I did with the guild stuff, I think. And then obviously we're going epic battle, except the pocket item, and I think we're keeping. I think it makes sense at the moment for the extra like 3,000 crit buff thing, to keep the Wormfire thing generally, because I'm still overcapped on everything. I lose a little bit of morale, not a big deal, I guess. Which is something I literally complained about a minute ago. But I was going to go for these, basically, which are the medium might-based items, which does give me vitality, does give me a upgrading crit. I still get physical mastery from might, just 2 instead of 3. So it's technically not as good, but also I'm getting more physical mastery and I'm already overcapped. But really I was looking at like, you know, a 737 crit increase and a morale boost. But yeah, as far as I'm aware and as far as I can see, there's no page on the wiki and it's just not craftable. Also, apparently I just have to go in the middle of this, you know, frozen sea. Why not? Let's go freeze to death, I guess. I guess they just kind of assume that you should out heal. If you're level 90 for this minimum, you should be able to out heal passively the water. I think at some point though, the water does insta kill you, if I remember correctly, because I tried getting a screenshot really far out here and it didn't like me doing that. But I'm guessing it's on this little piece here from what I can see. It is a little bit weird for me with 95 because I feel like we're doing a lot of grinding at 95 and then immediately, almost immediately, like after, it feels like we're going to go to 100 and basically have to complete the same grind over again. Because at 100, yeah, we can get like essence, armor and stuff. And I even think there's some vendor 100 stuff. I could be wrong. Or it might be 105 that I'm thinking of. Let's have a look. Yeah, so there's the Dol Amroth stuff at 100, which is fine. That we can go with. And also, no, it looks like it's the Dol Amroth stuff. So, yeah, sure. Or there's also the stuff from the actual, like, epic. But we're just going to have to grind out the same jewelry pieces again for, like, what is probably not even that great an increase in stats, but sort of fundamentally for this class, kind of we need to do it, right? Because it's kind of the whole point. Not for the class, but for the character. I wonder if I can make it... So the next one's down here, which is fine. I'm just curious on if I'm going to die before then. We'll see. Hopefully not. I also don't know if there was anything in my shared vault that I feel like I transferred something over, but I can't remember what it was to use at some point. I could be wrong. Don't know. No, it doesn't look like it at the minute. No, I was gonna check if I had that pet. Yeah, I saw that page. When I was searching for it, I literally searched the name of the thing. Those are actually like old as well. So those are the old agility shoulders. Those ones are now, they've been changed. So if we look at the potent ancient ones, for example, they actually now are like, I don't know if I don't know if you define that as tanky, really? Like, I'm not sure how you know, it's just, if we go and do that real quick. So, you know, potent ancient shoulder guards of the Onodrim, potent ancient shoulder guards of the Onodrim, they're the same, but yeah, they do have more vitality, I guess. So that's something, I guess, vitality, but also, well, no, so basically these are the agility ones. It's just, they haven't got they changed the agility stuff. And then on here we have, so these are the potent ones I just looked at, but these are the medium might ones, like a Bjorning would have, for example, or even a Warden back in the day, like depending on if it came out when Warden was more might than agility. But yeah, as far as I can tell, looking at these should in theory be done by a tailor, but there's only 3 outputs where you'd think there would be 6 if you're gonna have like there's 6 items. So I can't find the recipe on item treasury. I can't find a different recipe. There's only 3 for the shoulders, will, agility, might, and obviously I can't wear heavy stuff. So yeah, it's a weird one where the item technically exists. It's just I think officially been implemented. I think the old stuff, if it kept the same stats and like scaled to where it would be an upgrade. But yeah, how am I swimming more in Forakel than I am in Evendim? Am I gonna be stuck here now? Am I gonna be able to get out? Also, I like that I'm technically getting my power regen because it should say on any damage. Yeah, so hey, at least we're not losing power. That might be a very useful thing in the future whenever the power rework or whatever they're doing is gonna come around. I'm actually quite excited overall for like what's coming up in terms of that. Like, I've never really been hit by a class change thing. Like, it happened to Mini. It didn't really affect me because I didn't play Mini. I have a Mini, but I don't actively, you know, we sort of play it sort of a more end game level. I feel like I'm gonna be here a while. Hunter never really, like, the worst I ever had Hunter effect be affected while I was playing it would have been when they changed Barrage to have a really long cooldown after Barrage 3. But I don't really play Blue Line anymore. But this is the first time I've, like, actually had a class I'm actively playing or, like, properly playing be affected. So hopefully, hopefully it goes well. I think the concept is quite nice. It's just whether or not they do it properly. You know. Also, I don't think they explained it very well here, but it doesn't have to be... One of the nice things about the 2-3-4 gambit for the chain is it doesn't, as far as I'm aware, have to be all within the same sort of set. So you can do a spear 2, shield 3, and then fist 4. And it doesn't actually matter. So I wonder what sort of rotations will come out of it. Plus whatever other skills show up. There you are. It's also a really good time for us to do this because we do actually have the extra 20% virtual experience gain. So us doing this gets us 2,000... Should be 2,400 then. So that's something at least. Because yeah, we were getting... yeah, 200 bonus. So we should get 400 bonus this time, which is a nice little boost. I'll take it. Right, let's get on our war steed. I'm actually curious though. I want to have a look. What is the Warden Dol Amroth stuff? I'm curious to see like how it compares to the level, like it's teal stuff, and I want to see how like 5 levels and technically a downgrade of rarity affects it. So what are they called? It is called the Beacon, the Armor of the Beacon. So can I just look up Beacon? This might be a bit weird. Oh no, I guess that's not super used except for a Lawmaster, I guess. Still a class. New tactical DPS / support. I am quite interested to see what they come up with. Not necessarily just from a like mechanic perspective, but a story perspective as well. Like, because they're gonna have to try and make it fit. That's technically a downgrade. Not really. I mean, it's more vitality, more agility. We just lose crit. It'd be nice if they had essence slots. There's elite specialist of them. It's a lot of words. What is this Guild Wars 2? Never actually played Guild Wars 2 properly. Played Guild Wars 1. Don't know how I feel about it. Where am I trying to go? I'm trying to find a chest. Let me just press delete real quick. Oh, it was literally right in front of me. Is that not kind of like a burglar in a sense? Like, you've already got the stealth class, I guess. I mean, I wouldn't hate for more stealthy stuff. I feel like they have a whole stat, mostly on cloaks it seems, that add like a cloak level or a stealth level. And I feel like it doesn't really get utilized too much. Even by, I feel like, burglar. Thing is, for them to kind of relatively back-to-back decide they're going to have another class, like, they've obviously given them a bit of time to work out everything, but that's quite like, what was it? Bjorning was 2012? 2014? Bjorning was like quite a while ago. Before then, it was Moria for Warden and Runekeeper. And then Beorning after that, like 2014-ish. And then, yeah, Brawler after that. So it's like there was quite a gap between Brawler and Beorning. And then, yeah, it's quite like fast after. I remember it was when I originally started making videos. So I think it's around 2014, 2015-ish. Like, lottery videos. Because originally, Tarvelard was going to be a Beorning rather than a Hunter. But because I hadn't been around when a class released, I didn't know. Because I had bought, like, Moria as a triple pack. Because I bought Moria, Isengard, and Riders of Rohan as the triple pack before the quad pack existed. I wasn't aware of the fact that you would have to, like, buy the class for lottery points. Because I just had Warden and Runekeeper. I pretty much had them, like, since I started playing the game. Because there was a deal and I went for it. So I didn't know that. So originally I was like, yeah, I'll make a Beorning and it'll be, like, the new thing. And then, yeah, I realized I had to buy it. And I was like, I don't have enough lottery points for that. Oops. And so Tarvelard, the Hunter, was born. Alright, so this one should be over here. I guess one of the good things is I know for a fact I haven't done any of these because I haven't been high enough level before. Like, if there was some other sort of thing you could do from, like, I don't know, level 10, I would be like, oh, I've got to go to all of them because I don't know which ones I have or haven't done. Whereas at least with this, I know I haven't done them, so I don't have to worry about, like, wasting time. Which is nice-ish, I guess, kind of. But I want to have a look more at this. So we have... It's probably, like, technically upgrades. Like, I'm getting more agility, more vitality, but I'm getting more physical mastery, but I'm getting less crit, but I'm also getting it from agility, so it's fine. There's also the set bonus, but I don't know how Boar's Rush critical chance and stuff. I don't really use Boar's Rush, so it doesn't really affect me, in my opinion. Finesse, I guess it's something. I wonder if they'll rework some set bonus stuff, though, if, slash when, because it is when, they redo some of the Warden stuff. Or if they'll just kind of keep it the same. I'm not entirely sure. I don't know what they did for Mini, because I didn't really pay attention to it much before. So, I don't know how it was affected. You know, I didn't really know the set bonuses and whether or not they changed or anything. So, yeah, I don't know. I guess we'll see. Probably over here. I would hazard a guess. If I were to place a treasure cache anywhere, it would be over here. And I would be incorrect. In doing so. That's fun. And it's a little further this way. Okay. Actually, yeah. No, I would put it over there. I mean, they're the same bit of landscape, just flipped around. Let's be honest. It's the same asset. But this one's just a bit more hidden. I should be able to... Do you have to be, like, kindred with them or something? Okay. So you have to have done at least the deed to unlock it. Okay, I was thinking, I'm pretty sure with the Dol Amroth ones, tokens, you can, like, store them. Like, they don't go into your wallet. I'm pretty sure you have to hold on to them. I could be wrong about that. But I slightly remember that being the case. I have an idea. So I was going to be like, oh, I guess I could farm for them now, which I can still do, but I'm going to have to do the deeds to unlock them at the very least. But I am curious on just what the... Is there, like, just medium level 100 stuff? I guess the difference is it's also sets. like looking for set bonus, which isn't necessarily always what you want to do. So we want to go to that one, which should be all the way up here, which means I can go straight to that one, which saves us a ton of time, because time is money or something. I don't know. Actually curious. Like, let's just look up helmets, for example, or not. Let's look up helmets. So head there and then do it by item ID, which will give us a rough estimate of level. I guess level 100 is also Osgiliath stuff, technically, but I don't know if the Osgiliath stuff will work at that level. This is all 115 stuff, so we can't really worry about that. I guess Osgiliath stuff might also be like technically kind of 105. Valor to 100? Wait, is there a Valor to 100? Or is it 105? Because surely that would be the 105 stuff then, or 100 stuff. And that's pretty good, but I feel like it'll be 105. 120, 130, 105. Alright, okay, so yeah, that's not... I mean, maybe. It depends on what stats are like for the gear at 105. Maybe we'll just Valor to 105 at 104 just for the gear. That would be a terrible idea, but hey, you never know. No, yeah, no, it's definitely 105. What is this? Level 30? 75? Small Osgiliath stuff. This is level 95. Battlescarred helmet. Huh. Where's the Bridge Warden stuff that we've... Oh, not Bridge Warden, just the Warden stuff that we looked at. Of the beacon, or whatever it's called. Oh, I guess we can't look at... Okay, I'm looking for stuff that isn't red. But obviously we're not 100 yet, so that's why. That makes a lot more sense. That was a bit silly, wasn't it? Okay. I always forget this place is actually here. Honestly, can never remember the name of it. Because it's just like... a non... Like, a lot... I think most of this bit... Like, I guess past Zigglerland, like, this entire section of Horrorkel... It's just, like, kind of mentally not there for me. Other than the one time you have to come here for the epic. And I guess, technically, I think the Hunter quest here. Like, for that Hunter down there. For the Lost Fellowship. You like, come in here once. And then, like, immediately leave, I swear. And now I'm here for a second time. And just have to work out how I'm getting up here. It feels like I've got a lot more dread than I do, but one dread's not that bad. Wait, how am I actually getting up there? If I go this way. Up, okay, sure, go for it. Okay. That's apparently not the way to go. So is it just go up the hill? That feels a lot less... Oh, okay, it's literally just go up the hill. Right. I have a feeling that's not very, like, safe or structural. Like, it's not good security. If you're watching here and someone can just jump over. I don't know. Not very well built, in my opinion. Okay. We got anything, like, interesting from here yet? Not really. I mean, there's a chance I could use some of this as, like, very simple... I don't think I'd need it, because I have much better gear I can obtain. But it's like, you know, these lesser resolute shoes of finesse, let's say, it's will, vitality, finesse. Like, I have a Runekeeper at 94. I could chuck them over there, but they have 85 gear, so technically it, like, could be an upgrade. But at the same time, I literally just need to level them up once, and then they can just craft their own 95 teal gear, so really don't need to. It's literally just going to be the same Fangorn stuff, so at some point I'm going to have to do that, because I kind of have neglected Kestor a little bit. The only reason I've jumped on him recently is to craft some of my gear. I mean, wait, did I craft all my own stuff? No, Kestor did these. I guess Kestor's only made one thing. I guess making myself a tailor kind of makes my own tailor redundant. It was just easier than doing Kindred twice for the same piece of gear. I was like, I may as well just do it once and level up my tailor. Tailor is so much easier to level up than Fangorn Kindred rep, which honestly is just mind-numbing. I've still got to carry on. I'm not even on ally on my on Tarvelod yet. Okay, and then once again we're going to go back to a Stable Master, go to Zigguland, and then continue with the 4 remaining, which are all very clustered next to each other, and then we're good there. So that's not taking us that long. Very happy with that. And then Southern Mirkwood has 12 as well that we need to do. I don't personally like Southern Mirkwood that much. However, I guess we'll bear with it to, you know, get these 2,400 virtue experience. And then I guess from there, we will see where we jump to. I think I said I was going to jump on Tarvelod and finish Vanguard of Central Gondor. I think that would make somewhat sense to do. Shouldn't take us long. 140, we should be able to kill level 100 enemies, 100-ish enemies rather easy. If not, I'm a little bit concerned. And then, yeah. Then we got virtue experience through to the 29th. So we got 3 days. 3 days of 20% virtue experience. So maybe I really should get on top of the whole whatever it's called, Bjorning thing. Actually, first off, I have no idea where this treasure cache is. Can I find Lotro event calendar? Okay. When was the double XP? 16th of February? I don't think I want to wait like 2.5 weeks or whatever. Like nearly 3 weeks, I guess. Just to get double XP. Where in that 2.5 weeks or 3 weeks or whatever, I could very easily do what I'm waiting for the double XP for. Is it in here? I really hope it's not. I don't want to have to go in Ice Cream Mines. Tell me it's not. At the northwest tip of where the river flows off the map. Nope, that's not what I want. Nope. Where's the one under Zigguland? In the Winterworm area, north of Zigguland, on the southwest bank of the channel near the falls. Huh? Okay, let's go off of purely like coordinates. So 9.2. Okay, and then 82. Oh, I know exactly where it's on about now. I didn't realize that that's where that matches up. That didn't really click with me until just now. That's interesting. Might even, if we have the time, see if we can just jump through another Rift run. It should have reset yesterday. No, today, sorry. If I'm correct, at 11 o'clock. So I don't see why we can't just give that a shot. We know it's doable. We've done it solo already last stream. So that might be something interesting to try again, trying to get a little bit more rep. I did go through on Tarvelard, which obviously was fine because he's 140, but I did end up getting Wigfeld, which I thought in my head, I forgot was actually like a decent looking cloak. For some reason, I thought it was a very generic cloak, but I think what I'm thinking of is this one, which is the skirmisher rewoven thingy. So, hey, how we doing? Doing well, I hope. Oh, a ring. Agility, vitality, fate. I think it'd be really interesting to gear up purely from these, like from level 90 upwards, but obviously you can't do that because they're not infinite, but could be an interesting concept one day. Okay, so we've done that one, and then we've got like 1, 2, 3. So that one's going to be in this little camp. That should make sense. And then we've got one at the tip of that bit, which I know exactly where that one is because that's where I farm one of those slayers because I've seen it many times. And there's one apparently down here, which I guess we'll find out. I actually don't know where that one is. And then we should be done. And then, as said, we should have Southern Mirkwood, which, I think Southern Mirkwood is Maladrim. I think I'm missing a horse from Southern Mirkwood. No, I do have that one. Okay, barter. No? Okay. Need earnable. I did a big list a while back of like what I need and where to get them from. And I could have sworn that one of them is like I just didn't have enough tokens or something. At some point I want to get this one, level 30 from the Jelaruka. I just haven't gotten around to actually doing their allegiancy stuff for a while. It's one of those weird ones where technically like it shouldn't be available to us. If we were doing this as like a legendary server thing, it wouldn't be available to us, but it is available to us because we do have access to the content. So it's a weird one. Eventually we'll get this one. So obviously it's just the same as my current one. Coldfell's Quartermaster. We're probably never going to get that one. Road to Erebor. Is that one doing the... Yeah, okay, so we've got to be capped for that, which is annoying. This one is obtainable, but it's just going to be a bit of a hassle. And the rest, I think for the most part, are... Here it is, Galadrim. And then there's the Helmingus horse as well, which I should be able to buy. I should be able to afford that. I don't see why I haven't already. I should be able to get that one if I just farm up some stuff. But then this one is the one I'm after. So Galadrim is Lothlorien, which makes sense. And I just didn't have enough tokens. So that was it. I did have the rep, just not the required currency. Can I actually see what I can barter for that? We also need the inscription of benefits, I think. That's a thing. Where's the horse? Oh, here it is, yeah. Okay, so to get that one, we need 30 gold Lothlorien leaves, and we need 50 silver branches. So I am a little under halfway for the gold Lothlorien leaves. Which was just a case of a lot of... Ooh. Is it possible to get those anymore? Because I should get double, maybe? I don't know. I might have a look at that in a minute before we go Southern Mirkwood. I don't think I'm going to do too many of them, but apparently we can use the Iron Garrison resource tokens, which assuming I have 0 of. Iron... Oh, I have 1. So that's something. But apparently you can trade 3 of those for a golden leaf, which obviously that's going to be a lot because we'll need 15, which means we need like, what, 45 tokens. We actually need 16, so it's 48 tokens. But if we can do that alongside all the other stuff, like the actual questing, hopefully it shouldn't take that long because apparently there's 6 quests in each instance. Which is something. What does the sturdy iron key do? Key opens any Iron Garrison resource cache, which looks like it just gives Moria stuff, which is not relevant. I'm sure back when Mithril Flakes were actually a thing we cared about, maybe. But though Mithril Flakes, I've got like so many from just killing signature enemies that I don't really understand why you would do it any other way. Right. Final one should be at the end of here, and then I want to have a look at some of that stuff real quick. There's another thing I was going to have a look at. There's so many things I feel like I just need to, like, investigate for some of these things. I mean, I still at some point have to do Cardolan. That's another thing as well. I think it should be down here. Get the horse from there as well. Eldgang, I'm slowly building my way up. I'm an ally. There is, as far as I'm aware, 0 benefit to actually going any higher than where I am right now. I think there might be a title. I could be wrong. So it's all the way down here. Yeah, so... Yes, his acquaintance able to use vendors in Thrang's room after his defeat. And then past that is just, it doesn't seem like there's anything, so... There we are. Treasures of Foreshell done. Foreshell? 2,400 virtue experience, which is nice. Definitely want to make use of all that bonus virtue experience. We're nearly done with wisdom, and then we'll go into honesty, and then everything else is just pure morale boost, which is something nice there. I also want to check, have I bought, I think it's frog. Pond frog. We need to buy that, I think. I don't see really any reason we wouldn't, because I don't think there's another use for these at all right now. I think it's literally Tome of the Pond Frog, maybe a heritage rune that's like, we got to be 100 for, so we may as well wait for 100. And there's the pocket items, but we can't use them. And they're kind of nice, but they're not really, like, they're 2 essence slots and then base stats, but I don't think it benefits us really. Right, I want to go to the 21st Hall though. I'm interested in this Iron Garrison thing that's going on. And I'm also curious to see if the toolkit will double it. I really kind of hope it does, but I'm not going to be too upset if it doesn't. So Durin's Way. I don't know which... So there's 2. No, there's Mekeb Faham. So that's there. Okay. Kind of slightly confused me, but okay. This one apparently has like 6 things. Also, wait a minute. We get extra gift giver brands. It makes sense that we do. But that's kind of nice to know. So we get... So when we actually go through and are doing roving threats, I'm curious if that'll affect Morgul crests. Because... What does that say? It says landscape, though. Okay. So I don't think it'll affect Morgul crests. Which is a little unfortunate. So it doesn't affect those, doesn't affect those. And... Oh, right. Okay. I need to spend those. But I'm like capped on motes, aren't I, nearly? No. Okay, I should just spend all my motes. Or all my sigils on motes then. Okay. Let's see how this goes. I'm just curious. Because... the Lothlorien Silver Leaves do count, though, as a...
Stand and speak with me. Doom hangs in the balance.
As a thing.
Abide here a moment and speak with me. Abide here a moment and speak with me. These halls will be great once.
And I can do it straight here. That's really nice as well, actually.
When Moria fell,
So I should get 2, basically. I think I like put my volume down, didn't I? Yeah, no wonder it feels so low. I turned it down the other day because it was getting on my nerves. Yeah, and then this should be like super easy. And then what's the other one? So basically it's exactly the same as what we've been doing recently in Fangorn, which makes sense because it's a resource instances. That's kind of just how they normally go. That's not what I wanted to do. So kill enemy and kill 20 enemies, find 20 items, kill main leader. That's pretty much it. And yeah, that's exactly the same as the Fangorn ones. I mean, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, I guess. But obviously, because it's lower level, we should be able to more easily make our way through it. I've just realized as well, the anniversary festival stuff. Steel tokens should be... I don't think I've got any in here. I do, okay. They're in other, okay. I didn't know if they would count as a festival item or if they would count as something else because, yeah, counting festival means it, well, this is quite useful for, thingies. Festivals, a word. What's the one enemy I'm aggroed against right now? Who is trying to attack me? I mean, I like being, like, trying to be attacked because it means I can just keep my gambits going. It's kind of annoying when you specifically had one thing you wanted to do that you can't do in combat. What's this? All right. Yeah, it'd be nice if that was like this, you know, an indicator for what's in combat with you after like a certain while. Oh. Oh, my throat just acted up so weirdly then. That was so weird. Okay, we'll just have to live with it and then we'll just... Is it you? No, it's not you. It's you, I think. I'm gonna guess it's you. It was. Okay, so something ran, like, it got stuck. Basically, is what we're saying. should have just attacked, really. Oh, wait. I can actually go check that thing now. So, yeah, what I wanted to check is the regular toolkit, the Gundabad toolkit. So it says 10% wallet barter tokens, Gundabad landscape. So is it just Gundabad landscape, or is it just up to Gundabad landscape? Like, is it worded weirdly, or what? Like, basically, if I put that one on, will I still get more gift giver brands? Because if so, I will probably chuck that on Talvelard and just like use him as an excuse to go around killing more roving threats. Because that might be a semi-decent way of getting heritage runes. I mean, you don't really need them now, but it's not like the reward track takes that long to actually get through. But hey, more is more. How could you not die to that? So we've taken 5 minutes basically to get through this. We obviously haven't killed the actual guy yet, but we spent a lot of time actually just looking for one enemy. We're coming through here. I don't know why it said. I guess it's just saying like you're getting close. Like, hey, watch out. Pain Singer, is this you? Okay, cool. And obviously if we were Scholar, this would be a lot more useful. I wonder... Oh, actually, that's a very good question. So one of these should be... oh, there are 2 different zones. Okay, fair enough. They just look very similar named. So... There is... Okay, so we should get 2. We're gonna get 1. Okay.
The time has come to drive forth
That's kind of sad. But do we get 2 from here? We get 2 Lothlorien gold leaves though. Okay, that's kind of good to know.
We have little time to speak.
Let's at the very least just do these ones, and then yeah, we'll do this some other time. Like, it's just good to know that that's an available thing. But if this is the, depending on which one this is, I might be able to pick up some wood. Okay, these are both stages. That's kind of annoying.
Stories to parchment, so that they might remember the past.
But yeah, basically, what should hopefully happen is I can find one that has wood, and if it's the level that I'm on Forester, and no, I think Supreme is for Moria, so maybe I've got to go like 1 level up, but I can just like start building that up and actually pick up some of the wood that's been going as we go. Anorian should be really easy. I know a very good spot for just picking up pretty much every Anorian resource. So that should be really, really quick for us, including hides even, other than just killing enemies. And then Mordor stuff is... Ironfold is pretty easy. Doomfold, I think, is pretty easy as well. Am I going the right way? And then the other stuff just collected as we go, I guess. It's one of those things, though, that I wish I had sort of realized I could get those tokens from earlier, because ideally I could have done this like repetitively, like even once a week. Since we've been to Moria, it's been so long that I could have very easily afforded everything I need to afford, because I'm still going to have to do more of this in order for us to get ourselves that discount item, because there is a deed, if I'm remembering correctly, related to that. Inscription of Benefits. Yeah, I'll complete the hidden deed, Defender of Karas Galadon, which isn't much, but it's a deed we actually haven't done yet. I mean, let's be honest, Lothlorien is an area I haven't really fully done, but also it's not a problem because, yeah, we haven't finished it, but it's also not going to give us anything except like 5 Lotro points for what I haven't done. But No, that's fine. Kind of surprised it just was even let through, not gonna lie. I think you pretty much said the same thing, right? They seem to have all these filters like already put in there, but then for like simple things like night, you can't have. I wasn't able to have night, like KNIGHT. But that's, you know, a bit odd. Right, this should be our final one. Ooh, I wonder if, like, if we can do Rift solo. I don't see any reason we can't do Calm Doom solo. Let's be honest. So, I don't think I'm going to have to sort of work that one out for me. Okay, let's finish. Okay. So let's get these in, and then we'll just, yeah, do the same as we did before. Trade them in. And...
Dwarves must fight for dwarves.
Boop. And, boop. Two Lothlorien Goldlies. I'm really confused about what I did to get one token. Honestly, unless I bought something from here, like these guys. Like, maybe yeah, but 6 would be both, if that makes sense. Like, I don't see why I would have bought Heritage Runes, even back then. I would have done Halls of Crafting if I needed Heritage Runes. Does Halls of Crafting even do... I know I'm getting really distracted today, but, I mean, we haven't got, like, a full-on, I need to get this done, XYZ type thing. It's more like, you know, chill time.
There were no greater craftsmen than the dwarves of Khazad-dûm. Those days are now gone.
Because this still drops medallions of Lothlorien. Can I get medallions of Lothlorien? Medallions of Lothlorien. Okay. Medallion of Lothlorien. Thank you, Wiki. Your search is great. Right, so I can't... That would be nice, though. If I could get, like, medallions of Lothlorien, and I could get... Oh, these guys are actually, like, quite strong, though. I'm not doing the whole thing. I just want to see if they dropped Heritage Runes still. Yeah, they do. Okay. And Kuzdal tablets for some reason still. My inventory is an absolute mess. It's a problem. Okay. At the very least, let's use that. Let's sell everything else. So I definitely don't need it all. That's a little bit better. I really need to get through these consumables at some point because honestly, it's problematic. Okay, so we're not going to worry about too much about that. Southern Mirkwood. Let's go. I'm going to hate this. I need to find Murkies. There we are. At least when we're done with this, that's like... we're done for now. I think there are a few more treasure deeds available. Actually, no. There's only... at least the gift giver brands. There's only those. What if I... where's that settings? That one. Treasure Seeker, Treasure Seeker. Treasures of Cardolan. We'll get 3,600 rep for that. Oh, virtue experience that. We should definitely actually do that one as well. Come to think of it. We should also try Treasure Hunter, but I don't hate myself that much. Right. Let's try and get these done as quick as possible. I think this is the largest zone to have the treasure stuff so far, so hopefully this doesn't take us massively long. We should have everything unlocked in terms of stable masters. In fact, we could check that, can't we? Let's have a look. Is this one here? Do I have everything stable master wise? I pretty much should do. Mirkwood, yes. Obviously up here, no. I do have one random one in Mordor, and apparently, oh, Midsummer. That does make sense. I did accidentally get that one. I didn't actually mean to. This one. I didn't actually mean to get it. I just accidentally picked it up. But hey, it's something. But yeah, I haven't even picked up the Dol Amroth one, even though I have been there. Okay, I was like, I'm pretty sure I have a roving threat quest I can do here. That's fine. Also, the Mirkwood one, Murky's, yeah, okay, so it is a muster skill. I don't have to worry about cooldowns. It would be 5 minutes, but honestly, if we're going to be going like back and forth and everywhere, I would rather just use stable masters, speed up the whole thing if I could. Get up there and stuff. Lesser Resolute Shoes of Tactics. That's not terrible, honestly, all things considered. Alright. Next one is pretty much right there. And then down here, and then we'll probably grab Stable Master up to here, do those two, head over here, or Stable Master here, then up there. I don't like this one. I don't like the Scuttle Dells as a general thing. But yeah, we'll have to at least go in there for one of them. Dol Guldur is fine. I'll happily go in there. Ashen Slades is fine. It's just Scuttle Dells. I mean, I'm not really a huge fan of Southern Mirkwood in general. But yeah, Scuttle Dells is the only bit that I'm going to be like kind of annoyed to go through, I guess. Oh, that was easy to find. I was expecting that to be slightly more difficult. And hopefully by now there's... I think there already was, to be fair, but hopefully I can quite easily find whatever resource I need for Cardolan. Cardolan treasure hunt. Treasures of Cardolan. Nope, that is the Old Forest quest. Treasure caches. Okay, there is a map. Hopefully it's not annoying to use. I've already got 3 of them apparently though, so that's something, but also kind of annoying because I'm gonna have to like work out which ones I collected and blah 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 blah. But yeah, there is also complete quests, so maybe we'll just go do some quests as well at some point. That could be worth doing. I mean, how much virtue experience does that actually give us? I don't think it says, but it does, I'm pretty sure, give us virtue experience. But if I could get these done, I've done Slayer already. So honestly, if I finish up these, that should be a decent chunk of virtue experience. Maybe we'll do that. Because what am I? 2, 3, 6, 8, 10, 14,000. 14,000 virtue experience if we complete all that. Yeah, I'm not a fan. Generally. I mean, Northern Mirkwood's... No, I still don't like it. I don't even like Northern Mirkwood. I was gonna say I do, but I'd be lying. I knew it would be there. I like playing this little game of where would I hide it? And I saw these and immediately went, yeah, it's there. 99 agility, nice. I've just been on the grind for my fez. at the moment. So I've been doing... I've got to 99 strength. And that was mostly through... I've just been AFKing the pirate dungeon thing.
What can I do for you?
What's this one? Haunted Inn. Makes sense. Because yeah, what did I get? I already had like a load of yeah, the pirate ship one. So I've been doing that to get, was it Amulet of Torture or Amulet of Agony? One of the two to get 10. Because in theory, I only need one fez. And once I get one fez, I can get 4 fezzes. Right? Obviously, it's not that easy. Because I'll have to... what else do I have to get? You need 1 fez and then 40 torches and 40 furies. And yeah. But right now I have 2 elite amulets of strength, 4 amulets of defense, 4 ranged, 10 furies, 10 torches. And I'm currently doing magic. But I'm also using it as a like easy excuse basically to do like leveling up like my Slayer, not my Slayer, sorry. Leveling up my attack. Like I'm up to 99 strength now, and then I'm up to 92 attack. And basically I'm at combat level 116, and I basically was getting very close. I was at 112 combat level, and I was getting very close to hitting that on my like cooking and fishing. So I basically went, I want to try and get my attack or my combat level up to 120, basically so that I can not have to worry about missing out on levels. I could leave it for like a week and I wouldn't have to worry, basically, you know, that kind of stuff. Ultimately, Dananglor, it's like one of the easiest instances to run. I don't think I've got any glories yet, but also glories I'm pretty sure is like Bounty Hunter or Rune Knight is pretty much what I'm gonna have to go for. It is possible for me to get it without doing Bounty Hunter, but I think it's more efficient to do it with Bounty Hunter, because Bounty Hunter drops 3 of them. Technically, it drops defense, glory, and accuracy. So that makes sense. Where am I going? Over here? But yeah. It was something that was like really, really super simple that I can just like not have to worry about food that much. I have quite a lot of food. Melvor, it's basically an idle RuneScape game, essentially. Is an easy way to describe it. Because I know if I got back into RuneScape for real, I would not be here right now, probably. Just be like, oh, what? It's this time? Oops. There it is. Alright, where am I going next? I gotta go back to the Merc Eves and then head up to that other spot. And then we gotta head to this spot. I can never remember the name of that place though, so this is gonna be fun.
How can I be of service?
Isn't it Osgiliath? I think. Hey, I got it right. I'm so proud of myself. I can also give in the roving threat thing as well. I could have unlocked a new skill. I realized I had 100 mil, and 100 mil was... I had 150 mil, actually. And so I sold a load of my manta rays.
Of the golden wood.
But then I decided I would just, like, finally buy some more bank space. I'm not even... I've got 146 out of 150. And, yeah. I think is the base game free? I mean, you can buy it on Steam, but you can also just do it on the website. Yeah, I think you can play it for free, but you only get combat and a certain amount of skills, just like free-to-play RuneScape, basically. But it's just, like, instead of having a membership, I'm pretty sure it's just a one-time purchase. Which is what I did. And then it's also got an expansion up to 120, which was however much, I can't remember. Right, Scuttledells time. Nearly there. I feel like I'd play it more if it wasn't so laggy on my phone, though. I don't know if it's my phone or just the game. Because instead of... From what I can see, instead of it being like its own kind of app, it just basically opens up a web page. It just opens up like a Chrome page in the app. It is what it at least looks like. So I don't really play it on my phone anymore. It works well on my tablet, just not my phone. But also my phone is kind of getting on in age at this point, so that could be part of it. I said it feels smooth at like it was weird. So yesterday I was just doing some stuff before... No, so last night I was doing some of my Fangorn stuff. And people were complaining about lag, right? And like making jokes about it. But I was hitting 165 FPS. Like I'm capped at 165. So like, you know. But I don't regularly hit my cap that often. Like I feel like I normally hit like somewhere in like 80 to 90. Not 165 constant. Like I went and did admittedly it was an instance, so maybe that was part of it, but like I ran an instance and I was just sort of noted, I was like, it just feels really smooth at the minute. Like I'm not used to this. Because I've also read the Warden rework should also help sort of mitigate some lag and stuff, which is hopefully correct. If I can have less lag and a nice rework. Because that was a comment I saw a lot of people mentioning, which I definitely agree with, is people saying, you know, the main sort of problem with Warden is if you lag, it kind of messes up everything. So that's like, in some cases, priority number one. But if the rework also puts some, you know, steps forward to also making it less laggy, then that's also very good. Yeah, so they have that. The only one you can't do it on is Bjorning, but you can go. So you, so basically, instead of it being a little extra never helps, or a little extra always helps, or whatever it is, never hurts. That's it, I think. Instead of it being like a horn or something, like it was a battle horn, now they've obviously just changed it to the riding thing. Annoyingly, it is 32%, but at least it's a steed. And you can still get steeds in other ways, like the wedding and stuff. So it's something at least. But if you're Bjorning, you don't have anywhere in the Bjorning intro to actually get one. So you have to go to Mossward. So now, on the free-to-play, which is what I had to do today, the idea is I've got to get out the intro. Yeah, get out the intro. Get to level 6. Yeah, get to level 6. And then use the Rite of Special Passage to then go to Mosswood and then just get the thing, which isn't a big deal. True, but sometimes you want a horse as well.
What do you need?
Especially like, because that's Wanderlust is a out of combat thing only, whereas a horse doesn't lose its speed in combat, which is something quite nice. I get really annoyed with Bjorning about the amount of things that I don't think it's the amount of things. I think it's the inconsistency of what requires you to be in human form. Like, I think if I'm getting a horse, if I'm purchasing a horse, I should be able to do it in bear form, but it forces me to go into man form. For example, the amount of times I could try and, like, I spend a lot of time on Bjornings in bear form, and then if I need to get a horse, like a stable master somewhere, I always am in bear form, and I click it, and I go, oh, why is it grayed out? Which is just like a pain. I feel like I should click it, and then it just forces me to become man, and then, you know, go from there. But also, like I said, there's an inconsistency. Like, I can't think of precise examples, but right this second, because it's always just like very random. But there's some things that like are very simple that require you to be man form, and then there's some things like there's some other things that like you're like, I'm gonna have to change to man form for this, and it's like, no, you're a bear. You have opposable thumbs and stuff. I guess, you know, you can do whatever. There just is this weird sort of inconsistency some places. Surprisingly, this one's actually, I feel like, been the quickest. Considering I feel like it's the bigger map and also the one I hate the most out of all of them. And then I just got to do Cardolan. But Cardolan should be super easy because all I want to do is explorers and then do the quests. Which, admittedly, I need to do 70 quests. Yikes. But hopefully that shouldn't take too long. And that's a good, like, 14k virtual experience. I mean, unless you're a warden. Are you an elf? You're not a... You're not even close. A hobbit champion. Not even a high elf or a warden. I said earlier, I don't know if I hate myself enough to do that. It's not part of Deeds of Cardolan, and a Treasure Hunter of Cardolan is, like, painful. I don't have any, I don't think, because I've not got the deed, and I feel like I would have part of the deed. Feel like for a new MMO to play, would I recommend Lotro? I certainly would. I've been playing for many years and still not tired of it. I think I'm coming up on 11 years. Yeah, I'm 11 years this year. I'm still playing. And there's a lot more coming in the near future. They've just actually released the 2023 sort of roster of what they're planning on doing. So where was it? Got all this stuff. Yeah, the roadmap, that's the word. Going new instance cluster, new raid back in Angmar, but endgame, a load more stuff.
Megovanen.
All the way through here. Hey, thank you for the follow as well. Depending on where you are, I generally suggest Arkenstone if you're in the US, and then if you are in the sort of Europe, UK, that kind of area. Evernight. 24-hour, 11-year special. I don't even know what my 11 years is. I should probably have a look. Can I go? What's the Standing Stone Games account? It's really like the reason I say that is like, yeah, they're going to be, those are like the two most popular servers for those different time zones. And basically you'll just have more people on. I mean, I played for 9 years on Arkenstone and I'm in the UK, but I also am a lot more of like a solo player. So it doesn't really affect me that much. Like not having a massive amount of people. Yeah, I'm just saying, like, if we were to do something for the my 11 years of play, like a stream or something, then 18th of April 2012 is when I joined. So yeah, it should be 11 years this year. Wait, is it officially 11 years this year? Oh, I have the 10-year thing, so I should, yeah? So I got the 10-year frame and the Mordor one, so yeah, that makes sense. I gotta find my Yule frame, there we are. I don't even know what I get. Anniversary gifts. Also, what day is the 18th of April? It's a Tuesday. Oh, why is it gonna be like the day I can't book off? Yeah, I know, it's kind of problematic. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's some fireworks. 11-year pinwheel fireworks, and the 11s is emote. So when it loads in. There we are. So I just get to eat a pie, basically. Okay, sure. Go for it. I totally haven't picked up this thing I'm looking for. I don't even know where it is. Apparently it's all the way down here. Which I did not pay attention to. Yeah, it's definitely a more hobbity thing. I think we'll have to do the we'll have to do that emote when we hit our 11th level. Wait, where am I missing? Oh, I see. I got it. Get our 11th level, and I don't know. Is there anything you can do with the items you get from that? It's like bread and butter, I guess. I'm not sure if there's actually anything that's craftable with it specifically, but it would be kind of nice if it was. There was like a special item called like 11s or something, you know, that you could craft with that stuff you get at 111. Right. We're gonna go to, I've forgotten what the place is called. Thangolad. We got a while though. The anniversary event starts 2 days after my 11-year anniversary. I still have to book off holiday from work, so I might even book that week off, because I'm getting pestered to book time off because I haven't. I'm really bad at booking off holiday. So maybe that should be when I go to book off this year. Because I don't like booking off time unless I've got something like going on during it, so... And most of the time I've kind of like wanted off. I've just been lucky enough to just not be working certain days. So that's good. I think the only one is March 14th, which is a Tuesday. I haven't got off, but I don't normally get it off. And then I have got it off. I've requested it off, but not officially, basically. The issue is, especially recently, or like in the next month or so, I have like this new stuff I have to do for the company, which is fun because I've got to like piece together knowledge from like 4 different people and then try and compress that into a working, useful piece of information. But yeah, it means Tuesdays are like a real pain to book off because Tuesday is like a day where I've got a load of stuff that like only I really know how to do. It's a bit of a pain. But the problem is because I've been doing it so long, I try and teach other people and then nobody actually wants anybody but me to do it. So it's like this weird curse. Oh yeah, no, I've said that. That's been a whole argument recently. There was this whole survey thing the entire company did, and basically one of the questions, which I feel like they asked the question, but they didn't want, like, they didn't want the truthful answer. It's weird. It was basically like, do you feel like you get paid for what paid fairly for what you do? And a load of people said no, because at least where I am, other places in the company have like, you do your one job, whereas like I do every job. So I'm like, I feel like I should get more if I'm being stretched that thin, you know? So when we got to that question, we wanted to bring it up, and then my boss basically just shut everybody down, being like, "No, I'm not talking about it." I was like, "Oh, that's really good. Why even bother putting it in the questions, huh?" If you don't want to know the answer, I don't really get it. I don't know why I'm looking at these guys as if I haven't done the Slayer deeds for this entire area. It's very weird. Ooh, Warden Shield. I love Warden Shields. Wait, you're a signature, but are you gonna drop like a shard? I want to kill you. 98k. Okay, I thought you had a little less morale than that. That's fine. I can do that. I'm gonna have to like relearn the whole class soon, depending on when these changes happen. Okay. So I got Great Hammer, which that's just weird stats. Obviously these are level 65, so the stats are gonna be not great. That's not a terrible amount of physical mitigation though, I think. Shield of Vigor. Okay, Mithril Flake. Like I said earlier, why would I get that? That's like 98k, like nearly 100k morale, but like that is so much easier to kill to get a Mithril Flake, assuming that it's like guaranteed, than it was to do like 6 quests to get 1 token each, and then buy a key, and then have a chance of getting a Mithril Flake. Obviously, Mithril Flakes are useless now. As far as I'm aware, there's no actual like other use for them than old legendaries, right? Because I'm pretty sure I see in world chat occasionally, someone's like, hey, I've just come back. Are these still useful? Apparently you can still buy them for marks as well. Apparently you can make jewelry, I guess. Mixed with high quality gold, steel, leather, or wool to make items requiring strength such as armor or weapons. Mixed into clothing items made by tailor, used by scholar to illuminate rare manuscripts. What is it then that was used to make old legendaries then? I'm pretty sure that was oh no, that's legendary shard. Legendary flakes or whatever. I swear Mithril Flakes are also part of it. I don't have any old crafting recipes on this character. Yeah, but Mithril Flakes are in the same class as shards. That's what I'm saying, though. Like, I get that we're talking about the, like, legendary shard things. I just look up, like, Lotro Hunter's Bow of the First Age. Yeah. I know what you mean. I'm just trying to check what I mean. Yeah, so you got, like, the fragments and stuff. I could have sworn there was something else that, like, legendary-wise that Mithril Flakes were for. It doesn't really matter. Because, well, maybe they'll be useful after the, whatever ends up going on with crafting changes. Speaking of relics, I actually still have one of those guild relics from level 50 that I didn't realize they were bound. And also they're completely useless. I kind of held on to it hoping that you'd be able to deconstruct it, but it really feels like a lot of the older legendary items are just kind of like never going to be relevant, you know? Like, I just went and did earlier, I did a quick just beginning part of Halls of Crafting, and they still drop Kuzdal tablets, you know? Really trying to just work out how to get to where I want to be. I think this is fine. I'll definitely be paying attention to it when it goes on Bull Roarer, because people are saying the fact that they're putting like notes up about it now means it's probably past the planted stage. Oh yeah, single-use recipes are terrible. Dungeons of Dol Guldur, no, stay away. Never want to be part of you. Right, one left, and it is apparently right down here, so I don't know if that's in or out. I'd like to see more account-bound stuff, that's for sure. I've definitely been liking the way... I know we've talked about it before, but like I like the leaning into account-bound stuff, because... I don't know, there's a couple of items where I'm like... I can't remember the one I was thinking about today. I guess the Fangorn stuff was one of them, maybe, where I was like, I'd really like if I could just... you know, trade these over later. Because, like, right now... they're fine, but like, you know, I'm only gonna have them for a few levels. Is this not to... Oh, okay. I really thought that that was a thing to walk pens right there. I've always said I wouldn't even mind, like, I wouldn't mind it being like a slightly... War Steeds. I wouldn't mind stuff costing more to be account bound, necessarily. Like, yeah, it takes a little bit longer in the beginning bit, but you only kind of have to do it once. Okay, cool. Finally, there we are. So, Ancient Treasure Cache done. That was an extra bunch of Virtue Experience. That should be Wisdom maxed out. And then we're going to go into Honesty, and then we're going to jump up to being... That's going to be our Physical Mastery stuff done. And then everything else is pure Morale. And then at some point, I really need to start getting Ancient Script sorted so I can carry on doing these. Because, yeah, becoming a slight problem. So, next thing I'm going to do is, I think real quick, I'm going to jump onto Cardolan. And hopefully, we'll just grab these treasure caches for like 3,600. I will say, though, they have been doing quite a bit more in terms of, like, making stuff more alt-friendly, I think. You know, they changed the they changed the what was it, the trait tree system and stuff, and all that jazz. So hopefully, I don't know if they'd ever rework the older stuff, but hopefully they continue doing in the future that stuff. I mean, ideally, I would like them to go back and make everything kind of a bit more consistent. But yeah. It's like I've always said, though, about, like, the Legendary server, for example. It was always, in my opinion, like, the Legendary server should have been a way for them to revamp older content. Yeah. The fact they're reworking stuff and actually, like, saying that does bode well. There is one thing that I'm hoping they'll get to eventually. And I was going to make a video about it, and I've talked about it before, and I kind of got most way through the video, and then I stopped because... but that was about, like, account security stuff. Because I said there is, like, the biggest thing, or one of the biggest things, is, like, two-factor authentication. And stuff like that. Not being a thing. I feel like it's pretty like standard thing, but not in the game. And then I was gonna do a video about it just because I wanted to, like, I guess whine about something, I guess. And then they basically said, yeah, we're gonna be doing two-factor authentication, we're looking into it. That was a while ago. That was like a very long while ago. Yeah, like, I've never had anything. I think the only thing account-wise I've had hacked into is my, like, EA account at some point. But, like, that was years back. I just think would be nice to do, I guess. Like, it's something people get concerned about. Because what really brought me, like, to think about it is there was one stream where for some reason my internet was doing absolutely terrible. I turned on my VPN and I was in, like, Switzerland or something, and everything worked. So I couldn't even log in. I couldn't even, like, stream. It actually wouldn't let me connect to stream from, like, my normal internet. And then when I turned on my VPN to Switzerland, it was fine. But I basically, in the eyes of Lotro, would have appeared, like, been in the UK and then disappeared and then gone and been in Switzerland. And I don't know, I feel like there should have been like a, hey, is this you? Like, even just an email to be like, hey, we've noticed this is, you know, you're trying to connect from a new IP, you know, or an unknown location. Is this you? You know? But I think the more thing now is, it's not even about the fact that it isn't there. It was more the fact that they said they were going to do it, and then literally nothing has happened since. You know, they went, yeah, we'll do it. We're working on it. And then silence, like complete radio silence, as far as I'm aware. Oh, what on earth is going on? I was not where I wanted to be. Well, that's good. I haven't seen the Friday stream still, so. But a whole new launcher is also like a big thing that I think will be good, because yeah, I think if you sort of are new and you see the launcher and it's like a teeny little speck on your screen, basically, it's not exactly like the most confidence inspiring thing. Yeah, I haven't really had time to watch through that. I really need to at some point. Keep, like, forgetting. Which is my fault. I mean, I will say one nice change they made with the launcher is... Yeah, one thing they did with the launcher, which is good, is they didn't just give you a random error when the server was down. They actually had a message, because that was a bit of pain. Yeah, I've used that launcher as well. It's nice. I haven't been able to get it to, like, update properly. It's also, like, I think abandoned, or at least it's been a very long time since it's been updated. But when I've, like, tried to click the update button, it's not actually done anything. It just says failed, failed, failed. So then I had to go on, like, the main launcher to download the update to then log in. Yeah, it's weird. I mean, I guess from some perspective, it doesn't really matter what the, like, launcher looks like, because you shouldn't really, hopefully, see the launcher that much. You should see it to type in your username and password, and then, you know, that's all you should see. But yeah, it feels like it would be nice to be, like, have, I don't know, an upcoming event thing. Be like, they could even just have, like, upcoming in, you know, Court of the Rings stream, you know, happening tonight. And obviously any news and stuff. You could even have their Twitter. That could be a thing. If they've got like a Twitter thing, and it said like the servers will be down for maintenance at this time, you know, you kind of just have to put it on Twitter and it will show up on the launcher, and then you don't have to do two jobs. Didn't they change the name originally and then people, like, hated it? Isn't that, like, a whole thing? I know, I really haven't, like, used it much. To be fair, I've said I would personally like Lotro to be like WoW, in the sense that, as far as I'm aware, with WoW and potentially other games as well, I'm not entirely sure, other MMOs, you can launch the game, doesn't matter, you don't have to log into to launch the game, but then you just log in game. And for someone like me that has multiple accounts, like I have the free to play and I have my alt and stuff, it would be nice to not have to shut the client to then open it up again and then put in my details. I've never used the Riot launcher, so I wouldn't know about that one. I bet you, though, if they were to do that, you know, people would just be like, you just copied WoW. Copiers. But, you know, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Kind of situation. If it works well. Because a lot of people have, like, this fascination of being like, you can't have this idea because so-and-so did it first. Like, this game did it first. Therefore, nobody else is allowed to have this idea or this mechanic or this, that, the other. In my opinion, if it makes the game funner and better and, you know, whatever, go for it. Obviously, if it doesn't fit, then yeah. Simpsons have done everything. Literally everything. Alright, hopefully this one don't take long to get to. I probably have picked up, well, I know I picked up a couple of these, so fingers crossed that we don't hit too many of the ones we've already gathered, because we are already up to 7 out of 13, so only 5 more to go. And because we came through here at some point past whatever level we need to be for these treasure caches, then it makes sense that we would have picked up a few. To be fair, I haven't actually kept up with The Simpsons in years. Oh, I've probably already got this one. This one makes sense for me to have already gotten, but I still have to check. But yeah, I just feel like some people like are very, very defensive. Like I'm never gonna get like up in arms about like something like that, in my opinion. Like, I've called a lot of decisions that SSG has made, like, stupid, in my opinion. Like, I'm not... I don't know. They do something silly. I'm probably not gonna defend them. Let's have a look. I mean, yeah, it's pretty much like what I would envision. Can you imagine if just like their launcher looked like that for April Fools or something? They just made their launcher in, you know, MS Paint. Need to work out how I travel across here. I know there's a little rope bridge, right? There it is. It's not even a rope bridge, it's just a bridge. I don't know why in my head I just envisioned it had to be a rope bridge, because otherwise, like, what else could it be? I don't know. Oh, real random question for anyone that maybe knows, because I haven't done them in ages. Delvings. Did they make it so delvings don't drop, like, stupid stuff now? I remember there was something about it not dropping, like, rotten fruit or something. But have they made it better at, like, dropping crafted stuff? Because I saw people arguing about it in chat earlier. About delvings and stuff. But I like did 1 or 2 delvings the other day. Didn't get anything particularly good. I don't even remember what I got. It was that bad. It was probably some... I don't know. I genuinely cannot remember what I got. And then I realized how much I hated... I realized how much I genuinely despised the delving thing that was going on. That sucks. I think it should be at least like a selection box or something. There's got to be a better way of doing it. Like, it would really suck to see someone like tier 1. Hey, the shielded wolf. Thank you for the follow. I don't know why that's so laggy. Wait, have I been like dropping frames a lot? Why is everything so laggy? I don't understand. I have not been down here. It shows because I haven't had the treasure cache yet, but yeah, what was I saying? Can't remember now. Shire Acorn. Okay. Oh yeah, no, it would suck that someone doing like a tier 1 gets one of like the threads or the like brilliant silvers or whatever, and then you do like a tier 10 and you just get some copper ore or something. I'd personally find that like quite demotivating, honestly. Yeah, I didn't like the random combusting on fire kind of thing that happened the other day. That was not fun. I don't know. It felt like it just was kind of... I would kill an enemy and then it would explode, and then a couple seconds later it would have fire, and then I'd lose like... Normally, if I'm doing a delving, I don't go down to like 30k morale super quickly from 700k, but I felt like I was just dropping morale like nothing.
How can I be?
I think it was like minus 3% morale or something, but it's gotta be something else on top of that. Anyway, I didn't like it. I don't know when they change. When do delving thingies change? What day is it? Is there a cycle? Malices. Malices set of there's different sets of malices that rotate weekly on Thursday at 3 a.m. server time, 8 a.m. in your time zone, denoted with numbers. Okay, it would make sense that it's Thursday. Everything seems to change on Thursday. Malice Darkblade. Sounds like a Star Wars villain from Star Wars: The Old Republic. I don't know why. Is it Malgus? I don't know. Can't remember. It's gonna be my new RP character, Malice Darkblade. There are a maximum of 5 malices present in any given delving. There are different sets of malices. Okay, yeah, okay, cool. So variant 2 isn't even filled out, so that's fun. And then I guess the variant, the malice level is based on the tier you're on. But it would be nice, like, if I remember correctly, there was a thing for the, like, Elder Slade missions. Yeah, War of Three Peaks missions. Where on the wiki it would, like, say which rotation it was on for that week. It doesn't seem to do that here, but it would be nice if it did. I like that it has the, like, changing thing that tells you in your time zone when stuff resets. Yeah, Firestorm. So it was Firestorm and Explosive Devastation and all that jazz the other day. So that must mean that it's variant 1 now, assuming that that would make sense. So yeah, that's Sauron's Eye. That's an aura, basically. And Dread. Yeah, aura, Dread aura. A poison. Incoming damage is reduced by 50%, and a cloud of disease hangs in the air every 3 seconds, subtracts 5% of maximum morale. So maybe I'll do some delvings at some point. And not hate the entire time that I'm doing it. I don't know, am I gonna have to climb for this, or am I don't feel like I've got this one. I don't remember coming this way, or like close to this way. Then maybe I have if it's this way. I don't know. Let's have a look. So 45.9. So let's go south, because I was totally on the wrong axis there. And then 42.1, so it's this way. Okay, so I think I would have got this one. It would make sense. Oh no, I didn't. I'm pretty sure this is part of one of the epic quests, though, so I don't actually remember why I wouldn't have done that, but it's fine. How many do I have left? I have 4 left. Okay. luckily, I have my travel skills. I'm going to put that one there because I keep forgetting which one I'm supposed to press. We got 4 iron coins of Cardolan and a mace of Lorien. Oh, I was about to go do a delving, but I'm literally impossible to do that. You can't do delvings at 95. I wish you could. Like, even if I could just get delving rights. I mean, I can fellowship in them and get the delving rights. Should be nice to have scaled delving gear. But, let's be honest, that probably won't happen because, like, a majority of people wouldn't use it. Because I'm actually curious if they have that. I would see no reason they wouldn't have that information, but it'd be really interesting to see the sort of breakdown of where characters lie, like what levels they are. Like if you maybe limited it to like, I don't know, logged in. How am I gaming in a kitchen? Well, it's my kitchen and my living room, so it's like it's both. So kind of. Yeah. But yeah, I want, if you could like limit it to, let's say, logged in within the last 30 days, like character, have like a breakdown of what level characters are at. Because I have a load of random characters that are like 46 and, you know, 94 and 72 and stuff like that I don't really play. I basically just wonder how many characters like max that are actively played versus like lower levels. To be fair, if you didn't see my washing machine there, you probably wouldn't be able to tell, honestly. I get around to doing all the stuff in the free-to-play character. So the original free-to-play account was actually retired. Just because pretty much everything we did during the time we had it was made redundant with the free-to-play changes. So I ended up making a new account because you can now get up to Helm's Deep for free without purchasing any expansions. And you can technically now get the riding skill, and Bjorning's now available by default. Yeah, riding skill you can get by default, like just on every character. Like there's a lot of things. I know exactly which model they've copied this from. This is from this is in Gondor, and it is this one here. This right here is the same model as this building, slightly modified, I'm assuming, but at the very least. Anyway, yeah, so we restarted that. At the moment, we are in the middle of recording. I just continued recording today. I took a little bit of a break over the last sort of month-ish, and then we had recorded ourselves some more today. This one, not only did I take a break, but it's also kind of probably one of the biggest leaps in terms of where we were versus where we end up. Because the plan is pretty much to like double my level. I want to get to level 50. Which might also mean I have to go and get angle. Like if I get to 50, I wonder if angle gear is better or like buying the Mark's gear from 50. I guess we'll find out. Not something I've gotten into yet. Yeah, my ultimate plan is I'm going to get to 50, and then I want to use the legendary item boxes to basically get teals straight away. And then I can also buy teal heraldries, I guess. So where am I going? Thing is, it's not like I'm stopping though, so I'm not gonna be like stopping at Moria. It's just for that video I am. and then we'll just continue straight into Moria. So it's not like Feyreland where we need to be like best of best capped and stuff like that. Like honestly, I made a new Bjorning today and I geared him up, and he's got all account bound gear. So he has Yondershire gear except from the cloak, weapons, and bracelet and necklace. But I do have a Moat's axe and a Moat's cloak now, and my physical mastery only hit 76%, which is actually kind of crazy to think, considering like that's good gear. But also, I don't actually have any virtues. Yeah, Bjorning you can do straight away now. The only class you can't do by default is the Brawler, and then whatever class they're bringing out at the end of the year. Is it the end of the year? I'm pretty sure it was Q4, right? Yeah, Autumn is a new... It's not end of the year, I guess. Autumn, new class. Whatever that ends up being. Try and pay more attention when we get to that time. Time to start your adventure. Nice. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. Is it happening with an expansion? It doesn't say specifically there'll be an expansion. It says expanded story. Yeah. See, the thing is with the free-to-play is it's slightly different from how I'd normally play. But there are like... Because honestly, I don't actually put all that much playtime into it. But like, I don't know. I feel like I'm barely putting enough playtime into my actual account versus then doing a completely separate account. And also like, you know, working my job and stuff.
Megovanen.
Grand Peace, thank you for the follow. Much appreciated. Hopefully, there's our treasure cache. I think it makes sense. I think that's what a lot of people wanted, and I think they even said like, you know, it's an overwhelming kind of what everybody sort of wants. Yeah, that's alright. Yeah, I think we've been saying Tharbad for a while. I think originally I thought it might have been I originally said Tharbad as a separate like legendary item kind of way, right? So the idea was, you know, going down to Enidwaith instead of through Moria as like a separate thing. Whereas this is a little bit earlier rather than sort of parallel. Like having it a separate, you know, separate from the Fellowship versus with the Fellowship kind of thing. But I'm obviously glad that we just... I really enjoy having different paths you can go. Like, I don't want it to be just... I don't like the idea of the game being just a very linear... You have to... Yeah, I guess that's... Yeah, more what I meant. But I was talking about this path, to be fair, though. Like Dunland and stuff like that. But anyway, yeah, I don't want it to be like, you can only go this one way and this is the only way you can quest. Obviously, like, you've got the epic. That's fine. But I think it's good they're adding more, like, branches, basically, of ways you can go. As I said, all they need to do is fill in level 30-ish to 40-ish, and then we're all pretty good. Yeah, the only thing you really have to go to Moria for is your legendary item, which affects you more or less depending on your class, though. Like, obviously, Runekeeper, you're going to be affected a lot more than, you know, if you were, you know, like, a hunter, technically. Like, you still get affected, but not as much. Think I've already got this one, but I do have to check it. Oh. Wall steeds and pillars don't match. Maybe that's something they could work on. Wall seats, maybe. I forget. Keep forgetting the stairs are here. I think it's nice though, like out of all the changes that are happening, it's nice that they, whether or not it has a massive impact or not, it remains to be seen. But I like that we're getting content, sort of, or getting like fixes and stuff, whilst we're also getting like fixes for lag. Yeah, I spent ages. I think I was doing an instance down here, and I just couldn't work the way down. I couldn't work out. I think I was doing a delving or something. But yeah, because like we're getting this warden and captain thing, right? I'm pretty sure I've already got the one in here. But also, I haven't really read the captain one, but the warden one should, in theory, help with lag. So it's nice that we're also getting like reworks, but also, in theory, lag fixes and stuff. Yeah, that's the thing as well. Because I said it before, like they got it. I'm pretty sure they got like, I don't know how much money it was, but they got a lot of money from Daybreak because of the like DC UO game or whatever it was called. I could be talking about a different game, but obviously that doesn't mean that it's gonna be like overnight changes, especially if it's like fundamentals of like engine work or launcher work or server work or whatever stuff like that. That's not gonna be like an overnight change. Obviously they've got like hire people and you know, spend time. It's nice we're seeing the sort of the outcome of that. It did seem a lot less than the warden one, but not having a like fully played captain, I kind of didn't. I just kind of in my brain went, "It's fine." I don't understand it as is, you know. I think the real reason I read it, main reason I read it, was to see if they were changing anything about the trait trees, because, you know, obviously they're changing warden. So brawler has no yellow line, no specialized yellow line. And then Mini now has that, and then Warden's going to have that. And I was curious to see if they were going to do that with Captain. But obviously they aren't, so. Unless they change their mind. They're like, nah, actually, I think this might be the other one I have. It seems familiar. I'm stuck. I am stuck. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yep, it's right there, which means I should have 2 remaining. Oh, yeah, and then just the 2 down here. Okay, so we know that for a fact. Wait, these textures aren't loaded in. Don't do a West Angmar on me. There we are. Yeah, that's fine. Like, yeah, I see. It's nice for me as well because as far as I was concerned, and this is as far as I'm aware, like sort of correct. If you're doing DPS, you go here. If you're doing tanking, you go here, for example. But I saw a lot of people sort of telling me at like 95, 100 to go yellow line, and I was like, I don't know why I'd do that. And then, at least with this change, I don't really have to worry if they're saying recklessness, go here. I'm interested to see, from the sort of sound of it, it made it sound like tanking might be a sort of bigger thing as well with Warden, because like I haven't really had too great a success. But is that an end game or like my current level? Because that's, I think, sometimes the problem with like not necessarily a problem, but like Lotra HQ, for example, is very end game focused. So you can't really follow it beat for beat. You kind of have to like vaguely go, right, okay, this does this, I need to go here. Like, use it as a groundwork. Because I haven't really had any problems with Warden, Redline, honestly. Thing is, you have to have some way of like leveling though. You can't have it something be pure support. So it's like, that's why I like RK though, because RK is just like, I like all three trait trees. I like red until I feel like I'm being too slow. I like yellow until I feel like I'm not doing enough damage because it would be better with red. And I like blue because heals. Yeah, I think by the time we get to Mordor on this character, from what, like, assuming they're doing this in the first quarter, we probably won't have to worry too much about trying to switch up, which would be interesting. Because we've still got 2 level caps on this character to go till Mordor. No, 3 technically. Right, so we're going 100, then 105, then... yeah. Oh yeah, I mean, I've made different choices on my Hunter, for example. I mean, other than, like, not having Hidden Horde gear and instead of having Delving gear on my Hunter, I've changed the... what are they called? The bottom ones. These ones. Words of Craft. Because we've been... I did the Shadow and... Oh, what was it? There was the Shadow one and there was another one. Fury, I think. But they say go Ascendant Light. I'm like, I'm not going to use... You know, I don't use light oils. Personally. Like, I don't care about them. So, yeah. Why do I want to increase damage that I'm not going to be using, basically? I know Heartseeker and... No, not Heartseeker. I know... Yeah, no, but Exsanguinate is light damage, I know, but... Also, at some point, it's like diminishing returns, right? Like, if I'm just doing landscape content, it's not going to be like that big a difference. Yeah, if you are literally trying to get like min-max it, then makes sense. Ooh, I didn't know you could get those from there. That's interesting. Wait, where did that go? Is it in my overflow? I have an overflow. Okay. I did not know that you could get a rare crafting component selection box from a treasure cache. I mean, go for it. I'm going to have an Ithilon shard because sunstone shards, in my opinion, are worthless. If someone could tell me like what a good use for them are, that would be great. But in my opinion, Ithilon shards are so much more like useful because I can just make them into embers. That's essentially all I do. But I don't actually see the usefulness in sunstone shards. Outside of originally when Gundabad came out and I made gear with it. That was kind of it. Maybe I'm missing something. I mean, even Ithilon's had the food thing, right? The Ithilon rolls. You can also use the Doomfall, the Dwaragleam shards, but I actually find that harder to get. Because it's so much easier, in my opinion, to get Ithilon shards, and I had so many of them, I had like 200 at one point, it was easier for me to just like keep getting Ithilon shards instead of, like, if I have a choice between Ithilon and Dwaragleam, it just makes sense for me to go, because they're the same amount. It just made sense for me to go Ithilon. I guess it's only 1 each, so it doesn't really matter, but I don't know. And then worst case scenario, if I sell them, they're more expensive. Also, you can buy them easier. But yeah, I just don't know, like... So Sunstone Shards, I can make flickering crafted essence boxes, but like at this point, I'd rather get the essences, the Ithilon, the embers to then just get the teals, right? That would make more sense in my mind. 7 Ithilon shards equals 1,000 embers at cap. So let's have a look otherwise. Crafted essence, fine. Crafted jewelry and whatever, sure. I mean, you can physically craft the things. You can make the boxes, right? And they have a sunstone shard in it, but it's a weekly recipe. So for 20 tattered Gundabad parchments, I can make a sunstone worthy batch of crafts, which gives me a sunstone shard. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, at the end of Gundabad, like, within the first month, I crafted myself all the, like, 135 gear or whatever. But then, obviously, as you get into, like, Ember's gear, and then you get into, like, you got the 3-mans, the 6-mans, the raid, delvings now. I just feel like they've become less and less valuable. I think all they need to do is make sunstone shards, like... be craftable into Emberworthy crafts, and then you're probably fine. Because I mean, Ithilon shards also had the gold chest plates, which is actually something I still need to do. I was gonna craft. I know it's really, really ahead of its time for us, but I was gonna craft the gold chest plate for me. I just need some more Ithilgalad crafting components. Because I don't have... Is it 20 I need for the chest plate? Let's go find out. Should I craft my own? 20 Ithilgalad craft hides. I've got 5 at the minute. And then 25 shards. I've got like 43 now. And then I have plenty of those. But yeah. Look at those stats. Imagine just playing with those now. That'll be fun. All right, so we did that. Should we try and do the Explorer then? So all I need to do is the Ravaging of Cardolan. All I need to do is find these 4 other places. So let's have a look. The Ravaging of Cardolan. And let's see. So Oath Plaque is apparently all the way down there. Let's find our way back. So apparently that is down here somewhere. I really wish I thought about this while I was getting the treasure chests, because I could have probably done like 2 in 1. Oh, the Scroll of Luloth objective is completed by a series of quests starting at the Stonecrop encampment. So I am going to have to do some quests in order to get the scroll. So that's fun. I mean, with the changes, I definitely think I'll give Captain another shot. I do have a Captain. I mean, ultimately, I don't ever see myself, like, being, I don't know, well, there's like 13 classes or something. Is it 13 now? But, okay, let's go with the number 13 just for the sake of it. But I can never see myself, like, being, like, amazing with all the classes. But I do want to be at least, like, semi-competent when it comes to all of them. So in a pinch, I could like log into my Captain and play them, or I could log into my Bjorning or my Runekeeper or my Mini or whatever, if needed. Because sometimes, you know, I see something I'm trying to run, I'm like, oh, I want to run that instance, and then they're specifically looking for like a healer or a red Captain or, you know, a tank, and I'm like, oh, well, that's me out the window. Everything I have right now is DPS, you know. But I also don't expect myself to be like maining healer or tank or something. I just need to hit something a lot, and then, yeah. Let's have a look at this quest chain. There are 14 quests. Oh, no, there's 7 quests I need. See, I don't have that issue. I have 1 hobbit, and that's more than I need. That's a lie. I have 2 hobbits technically, but one of them doesn't get played. I mean, both of them haven't been played in a very long time, but still. At some point, I'd love to play... Like, I've always wanted to do High Elf Burglar. I don't know why, but now that's actually doable. I really want to make one, but I also don't want to make another burglar. Because my actual burglar, my 140 burglar is the Stout Axe, which wasn't even because it's technically the meta choice. I'm pretty sure because they get like a 1% dagger damage, which, let's be honest, is nothing. But yeah, I basically, I made him a burglar because I thought it was weird having like a man burglar, even though man burglar was the very first class I ever made and class and race combination I ever played in this game. Part of me feels weird about having a tall burglar. I'm like, you should be sneaky, you should be small and fit in all these gaps, right? And I didn't want to be a hobbit, so I ended up making a Stout Axe. But I've always wanted to be a high elf one. I don't know why. I'd find it, like, funny. I just find the idea of, like... it's, like, very prim and proper, like, high elf. They kind of have that look to them or whatever. And then he's just like, actually, I just steal stuff. Oh, I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this quest. It's a level 30 quest. Oh, it's going to be difficult. Oh, you have to do Sarge Vaughn, the Black Grave. Wait, if I've already done it, can I skip it? Is it like an epic battle? Or if I've already got the completion? Or no? I'm pretty sure I can do it solo. But I can also just run it at like level 20, let's be honest. Because, to be fair, that's actually something I wanted to do. Because although there hasn't been a patch note about it, I am really curious if they have done anything about the Warden shields not dropping, it seems. Because I'm a little annoyed still that as a Warden, I haven't been able to get anything from Doom or Black Grave that's particularly of use to me. It's a little bit sad. I've also suddenly decided I'm playing Skyrim, apparently. I don't know why. But my question is, why not? So this should be like in front of me. Oh, immediate fog. There it is. Where's the other one? The Dead Mount Obelisk is all the way over there. Damn, it's very far away. I mean, they can play dead, so there's that. I say that I do have a Hobbit. I specifically made a Hobbit Loremaster before the Shadow came out. But I haven't not played them because I don't like them. I just haven't played them because...
What can I do for you?
I've been really bad at playing recently. I think because at the level cap we're at, 95 is such a grindy level cap that honestly, like, the problem I have is when I'm playing at this level, I feel like I have to be making progress. So I'm like, right, I've got to be doing Entwood or Fangorn, and then I've got to be doing like epic battles and this, that, the other. So then when I'm not doing that, I feel like I'm being unproductive, but then I don't want to, like, I don't know, and then I just don't play. That's pretty much what happens. And then there's the game just crashing on me. That's another thing. I don't even know where Vemigrim is in terms of level. Let's have a look. Have I got him as my friend? Am I my own friend? It's the only way I can fill up my friends list. 39. Not that bad. I'm not there yet. I'm not picking flowers yet. You say that, though. I can pick flowers at 105 and, like, on... So I can get the app extracts now on my other characters, right? Because they're account bound. So I have some already. Not a lot anymore, but I have some. I think another reason it feels grindy is because, so from our perspective in the way we're doing it, I'm grinding out all this stuff to then jump to 100 and do the same thing again, basically. Obviously, Fangorn I'm not doing, and instead it's Dol Amroth stuff. But then I've got to do all the epic battle stuff again, obviously. And then we got to do kind of the same at 105, but at least it's like not the same thing again. And then at least from 105, we go up to 115, which is like 10 levels, so it doesn't feel like immediately a thing. I even saw someone in World Chat earlier who went, I would rather be picking flowers again for my gear than do delvings. And I was like, I don't know. I guess at least picking the flowers, you kind of have a consistency, right? You at least know what you're getting. Whereas with delvings, you can just get like copper ore. I'm pretty sure, I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure I saw someone get like an item, like a crafting item that was redundant, like an old tin ore or something like that, that you can't use anymore. I don't know if it was that or someone just had one still in their thing, in their like account and just put it in chat, but I just kind of guessed it would be up here. Wait, can I not? Okay. So now I have to go and do this quest line, which is fine. We'll deal with that. I need to move this thing real quick. I have this like little rug under my desk, but it's got like no grip on the bottom of it. So it just keeps getting stuck in my chair. So I'm chucking it to the side for the minute. It's getting on my nerves. So I think I can go to Tharbad. And that's where that starts. So that's fun. Hopefully I don't have to deal with any dead waters, because those are some of my least favorite things. I just get annoyed by enemies that like dig underground or go invisible or intangible. I'm just like, why? You just drain this out. Like the moment I see entering invulnerability state or whatever in the bar, I'm like, right, I need to put some bleeds on, because it's the only way I can actually live with this. Okay. So it starts with you? No. You.
Hail, traveler. Please.
Okay.
I need your aid.
So we'll do this quest line. I mean, I've got to do a bunch of quests anyway, so I don't know why I don't just pick up a bunch of these. Because we've got to do 70 quests to complete this one. Well, 70 minus 2 is 68, but either way.
Stay a moment.
It's a lot of quests. But hopefully we can just kind of do them all in one go. Or like very quickly together. If it's like kill 10 enemies or find this item, but you've got to kill enemies to get it. Only thing is finding where the quests are, because you can't see thingies. But another great use of having 10 slots.
Hear me out.
So at this point, I've got to do that thing where I just assume everything needs killing, except boars, apparently. In fact, let's actually see. What do we got to do? So we'll get rid of this deed. We don't care about that in a minute. So search for the missing mare, recover stolen supplies, which is probably just from killing enemies. Retrieve Hal's stolen bow, which is probably from killing either a certain enemy or an enemy randomly. I found the mare. That's fun.
No keeper.
I found his staff as well. That's nice.
Pah! Of course you would overreact. I was on my way back to her now when.
Anyway, collect 7 orc ears, collect ruddy bush berries, find unlendings, and orc caches and stuff. So, yeah, let's at least we can one-shot everything here, you know. Don't have to worry about building up any gambits. Oh, I found the bow at least. That's good. I like just doing this. Like, picking up a bunch of quests all together and just, you know, straight up completing a load of them. Just throw javelins. I could just auto-attack. I don't think I need to kill enemies now. That's the thing. It's probably bad for me to not kill enemies and just keep my run speed on. Because otherwise, I'll forget. And then... Oh, we gotta go to, like, the other side as well. You know anything, do you? No? I'm not a scholar. I can't do these things. Some more down here. That should be exactly 10, so that's perfect. I really don't want to go up there. Please tell me there's nothing up there. Seeking the scouts. Oh, that's the Dunlendings. I don't want to go all the way up there. That's really, like, far away just for one quest. I mean, I'm gonna have to, let's be honest, but I think what I'll do is I'll go around here first anyway. Can I just jump over this way? I can. Good. Yeah, I'll sort of do this bunch of quests, maybe minus that, unless I get sent over there for something else. And then I'll just continue mostly with the cleansing of Tharbad. Yeah, so like if I wait for it to go up there and then, you know, give it in when I get sent up there. Ultimately, the real thing I'm doing right now is just trying to do the scroll quest chain, because then I can get the virtual experience done for that final one. Is 17 more than the Shire? Life Abound a final. Not by much, but it is less. Not by much, though. Right, let's go find these things that we've got to destroy. Is it the weapon caches over this side? I wonder if we can stay mounted. No, okay. Kind of sad. I wish I could just run around with my horse and then it would be fine. But no. Kind of feels like cheating doing this. It's like, you know, just running around. Nobody can attack you. Nobody pays attention to you because they're just too scared. That's why I kind of like the whole level cap, do things that, you know, I don't like the idea of necessarily going to like 140 and coming back and doing all this stuff, but obviously it being released when we were already at like 85, I think, then, you know, it kind of means we have to. Yeah, it must have been released at 85 because that's the entire reason I haven't already finished all this is because I didn't want to cap out my virtue experience. I didn't want to waste virtue experience, basically. Wait, you're now making me kill orcs again? But why? Is his axe on an enemy or is it down somewhere? Okay, it's actually a physical item. Good. Any more? 2 over here. 1 over here. Maybe more. 2 over here. Perfect. Thank you. And thank you. Perfect. Don't know if he's going to give us any more, but... just inside the southern entrance. Where he already was.
Can you spare a moment?
I feel like it's weird when they sometimes add that. It's like, yeah, I know where he was. Like, and now I get distracted. Also got to work out what I'm gonna... what I can spend these iron coins on. Didn't even need to kill him. Because I can just look on this quest. But Iron Coin of Cardolan, right? Quartermaster Dunedain of Cardolan. I can get Cosmetic Pet. Like muster skills, but I've already got them. I think I can literally just get the pet. Like, I don't think there's anything else. And I already have 467. I guess we've done Doom quite a bit. And you also get them from the Black Grave.
Lend me your aid.
There's gotta be something else that eventually get, like... That's a lot of tokens to get. And considering you get them in Doom, I feel like it's weird that you don't get something extra. But at the same time, it's like they can't really do stuff like Heritage Runes because it's like lower level content technically. I mean, they could. Something's saying they can't. Really, I've got to go all the way up there just for one? Kind of crazy. Sure, fine. Let's get on a horse and head up north. Yeah, I'm like looking at it. Like, obviously, you know, people like decoration items, so that's fine. Yeah, I just know. I need to be kindred first, though, for the friendly stalk. Speaking of, where am I with the Dunedain? I am on friends, so I've still got ally to go. So, hopefully after all these quests, I should be fine. Do I get any rep for it with the deeds? I do. Okay. I mean, obviously, I also want the horse. I guess the horse is good enough. Don't know why I attacked him. I literally just look at orcs and my brain goes, yeah, I need to defeat them. I think it's the fact that I can one-shot them is just very, you know, I like the feeling of being able to one-shot an enemy. So when I know I can, just be like a little drive-by thing. Where are these things then? How dare you? Wait, that was 11 seconds. Okay. All we need is one orcish weapon cache. And cool. And for now, I'm pretty happy with like kind of leaving on with that, because we'll do all that later. And then if I see some Avancore deer, I guess we'll kill them and stuff. Like, it's not like taking off the quest is going to mean I can't progress it. Obviously, if I get rid of it, then yeah, but... I mean, we do also have quite a bit of quest space, so we can start getting ourselves just picking up a bunch of quests. See no reason not to. Or do we? Do we just, like, do it? I just go down there and then do those. Yeah, I may as well. I may as well whilst we're here. You never know what's not gonna, like, progress because you haven't done a certain quest, or a quest doesn't show up somewhere else. Right, what am I doing here? Is this killing deer? Oh dear. More up here. You're a goat, so you aren't what I want. You're not what I want either, but you're in the way, so I'm sorry. You die. Perfect. And then I would have thought that would be berries, honestly. But berries are up there. And then what's the green? Avank? Oh, because next to the water. That actually makes a lot of sense. Bog crawler. I don't want more slugs and stuff. Had enough of that in the Shire. Okay. I'd have thought there'd be more. Unless someone's come around and, like, killed some others and they're only starting to respawn. Or they're just very well camouflaged, aka they're not loaded in because they're too far away. Or maybe they are just camouflaged and I can't see them. I do want to make sure, that's not what I'm looking up. I just want to make sure I have show trivial quest icons on the radar. I thought I did, because that's how I picked up all the other ones, but I just wanted to make sure for certain that that was the case, because I don't want to be like, there's a lot of random ones I think just in the wilderness from what I've vaguely seen. Probably less random when you do it in order, but I want to make sure that I actually like pick up those quests when I see them. Like if someone was here and obviously we get sent there from this quest and it's like, oh, you can pick up another one. It's like a landscape quest almost, but not. I was right, there was someone here. Are they like 140 or are they? No, 75. Okay. Fair play. I was actually kind of surprised about the amount of people at the Fangorn area. Because like, I don't think I've really seen anybody 95 for a while. I've seen a couple of 140s. I've probably seen more 140s than anything else. Honestly, that I've seen, like, looked at. But, yeah, I saw a 99. I saw a 100. Saw a 138 the other day. But I've not obviously seen anything lower than 95, because you kind of have to be, basically, to go there. Ah, I was right. Quest.
Leave me be.
Yeah, I kind of just assume when I see someone else, I'm like, yeah, they're probably like, they're either on level or maxed. That's pretty much the only two things I think in my head. Right, who am I confronting and why is my question. Well, I know who I'm confronting, I guess.
Why are you bothering me?
You don't want to die? Let you go? No, how about no? So, yeah. This dude is just having a little swim. Seems to be having the time of his life. How many do we need? 4 more. Oh, that's the same person. It's on Avank, is it? I hope they're not waiting on the same quest, because I'd feel bad if I'm killing stuff that they're waiting on. I guess I'll start swimming this way, go south, and then anything here they can have if they need it. Maybe they are just AFK, maybe they're not. Maybe they are waiting for Avank. At the very least, I can get this quest in. Because yeah, I really don't want to go all that way over there at the moment. That is quite a trek. Hi.
Out with it!
That wasn't very nice for someone that just did your job for you.
Leave me be.
Okay, so there's another kind of reason to go there, but for now, we won't. I can go to that Stabemaster and just head down, but even then, I don't want to get too distracted. I really hope there's 4 in here, though. Okay, 1. You can't just have 1. You need 2. That's looking a bit better. Now you just need 2 more. Do that, but a second time. Nope, that's not what I wanted. Times like this, I wish I was a hunter. There's another one. Right, 1 more. That's all I need. 1 more Avank. There we are. Perfect. Right, let's actually then just go back and give in a bunch of quests and actually just carry on with what we're doing. Or not. We won't do that. Right. There is some lag going on. I can feel it.
Can I be of service?
Hopefully not a huge problem for us. Especially, like, it's not like anything's gonna attack us and cause problems, but...
Cardolan was a wilder land than Bree, but to see it for myself has been eye-opening.
Okay, at least we're getting a ton of rep. That's very nice.
Tell me what you need or move along.
Cool.
You return. Tell me all about it.
So, I think we just picked up everything that we could potentially pick up, but we're also going to have to go over to the mayor over here. What is green? Half-Orcs at the bridge. So I can go do that one, but they kind of want me to go there. But for now, we'll continue with that quest line. So how many quests was that? So we started with 2. And we're now on 12. So 10 quests. Relatively quickly. Oh, I don't know why there's so much lag. In here? This one? I hope. Perfect.
One day, Darvad will be ours once more.
Okay, and
Fool of a
that's
father. And for that, I
just checking that that is actually what I need to do. Family stew. Okay, yes. Right. Just do that real quick. So, a lot of it looks like it's probably just in, like, here. Bottle of wine. You got a quest? What do you want me to do?
Lately, some darkness has passed through the
I'm not going to
land.
worry about it. I'm going to just focus on this. And then we'll worry about all these other quests some other time. Like, I think if I get too distracted, it's a problem. You're up here. And then we just got to kill some goats. That should be easy enough. And west. Right. Hopefully there's enough of these guys to very quickly do this. Or sometimes with the meat ones, they can drop like 2 at the same time. When it's sort of a larger animal. I probably should have picked up that one to kill wolves, shouldn't I? That would have made a bit more sense. Yeah, hopefully once we get sort of this like single questline type thing going, if we just sort of do all the other ones like really quickly, it shouldn't take us too long to get Tiles of Cardolan done. Fingers crossed. That's a new steed for us. Obviously a lot of virtue experience, which is very important because it's pretty much like the main thing we got to grind for. I'm very glad I did Slayer and I don't actually have to do it again. Obviously I still have Westerohan Slayer, but honestly a lot of that I might do on my own. It's just like Slayers I think can be fine, but doing 9 of them is a bit of a slog. Like Wildermore took me forever because I was like kind of doing 1 then stopping and then doing another and stopping, and sometimes you can do 2 at the same time, but it took me quite a while to get through them all. And I mean, we have stuff to do, so. Like other stuff to do, so it's not like I'm always focusing on that, which is at least something. Oh, and war steeds. Love them. I don't know why it lags so much though when you dismount. I don't know why that's a thing. Okay.
You have done it. Could I impose upon you for another favor?
gotta take a
while I
bed
have seen
apart?
to the cooking?
Okay. Oh, yeah, that makes sense, I guess, sort of. Where am I putting this bed? Down here? In the study? That's not good for you. He's gonna roll out of bed and he's gonna go straight to work. I'm sure that's not exactly great for him. Just saying. It's also very, like... I get it, but it's very bad placement. I don't like it.
Thank you so much.
While you were taking apart the bed, Father had a guest arrive.
Yeah, I saw that. Who is this? Who are you?
No problem with Riangar. I wish she would warm up to me.
I don't trust him.
Why are you still here? Huh. Well, the wine is welcome, even if you are not.
Okay. You're not in my good books at the moment, Mr. Mayor.
Well, what did they say?
Okay. Just gonna read your wife's journal. Don't worry about it. You know. Wait, what? Is it in the office? Oh, yeah, okay. I read top shelf and I, for some reason, thought top of the building. Okay. It's fine. We got him drunk. Don't worry.
What memories this brings back.
Okay. Let's go. Let's go to the Crossway, whatever it's called. Okay. See, the game was running better earlier. I don't know if it's like just because it's been on now for like 3 hours or what, because I like didn't actually load the game up until the stream. I didn't want it to be like, I don't know. It does that weird thing when I log out and log back in where it like potentially crashes.
Luilos was known for her bravery and for the kindness and wisdom.
Dor Anil. Do I have Andrath on here? I do. It's probably quicker to go that way. All right. So how far are we on? So we're on quest number 6. We're probably just going to finish the whole quest line, but we're on number 6. And number 9 is the Deciphered Scroll, which is what finishes Ravaging of Cardolan. Obviously, we'll continue on and we'll just run Sarge Vaughn at like a lower level. Welcome back, though. But yeah. I mean, it only gives us 1,000, but it is also still giving us 2,000 from here. So 3,000 total, 3,300. And then, no wait, it's only 3,300. 3,600. And then we'll also get a ton from this. And then we should also get from some of these. So that's all good. Hi, you didn't expect me to come from that direction, did you?
The statue of Luilos is said to be among these
Okay.
ruins.
I gotta go all the way up there. Why make me go to like one of the most awkward areas in the game? It's not really awkward, it's just I can never work out how to get up there. So. Also, I worry with the server being a little bit of a chugging mess at the minute. Oh, this works. Is it this way? I think I know which bit we're on about. Yeah. I actually saw a tweet about this today, so kind of fitting. It reminds me of this statue reminds me of a statue in the arena in Fable. I don't know why. Kind of getting the same. There's no dog in that one, I don't think. But I don't know. Similar vibes, I guess. Yeah, I don't know why. Let me have a look. I don't think it had a dog, but for some reason. No, it was a big axe. I could get a dog though. There's a dog. Oh, why is it so big? Which dog do we want? I have all but one apparently, which is Minas Morgul. I could go and get that right now, technically, but I'm waiting. So it's a Minas Morgul thing? I didn't even realize this was a Minas Morgul one. I had no clue.
I am glad to see you again, friend. What have you there?
Right.
How exciting and frustrating at the same time.
So that's good. We actually have the Return skill to Andarath already, so it skips a lot of time. Very happy to see. You?
Hello there. Riongar tells me you have a
And then
scroll
you.
that you cannot read.
And then you. And then me. It's still quite populated here, but it's certainly a lot less than it was a while back. But I assume a lot of people have already kind of gotten their drops. Also, it's probably not the greatest, like, time-wise, but I assume a lot of people have probably gotten the drops they want and probably not really been that bothered with delvings afterwards. I mean, delvings have a good chance of getting you stuff, right? There's some nice stuff you can get from it. But it's like... there's also the chance it can be absolutely garbage. So it's like, why bother? Enemies. I don't know if I can take all of these enemies on. Okay, I need a bowman. Bowman, get over here. Sure. I want to get black steel keys. That'll be fun. I like the idea of getting a black steel key from a thing.
You returned victorious. Most excellent.
Right, where's she to?
Fascinating scroll you and Riongar
Oh, there we
brought
are.
me.
There she is.
We have found
Okay,
something
so
incredible.
where's the deciphered scroll? Is it in my inventory? No? Where is it? Like, I get it's there, but can I not click it? Okay. I dismiss my dog first. Maybe if I leave and come back. Still, like, cancel the quest? I have to wait 5 minutes, though, if I cancel it. That's the only thing. I thought it shined for a bit.
Brigands may have landed us where we are now. Our way south is impeded.
It's just weird.
Greetings,
Oh,
fellow
I don't
traveler.
want to go to the
Might
old
I take
forest.
a moment of your time?
Like the worst place.
Stay a moment.
Do we... Thing is, I don't want to go all the way to, like, this area just to immediately come back. It just feels a bit silly to do that. But also, it feels weird to just kind of, like, sit here for 5 minutes. That's a really nice cloak. Cloak is it? Elf Lord's cloak in Evandin blue. Very fancy. Well, yeah, I have a 32% chance to crit. Everybody's here just so fancy and in the fancy stuff, and I'm just here. Actually, I say that. I'm wearing fancy stuff. Yeah, it's definitely gotta be that, right? I just don't understand why it wasn't working. Do you know what I'm gonna do in the meantime? I've realized I want to see if it's capable. We are capable of taking down Filical.
Hasta went forth to discover the meaning of the strange happenings. that
Really
occurred
random
weeks
thought.
before. He has not returned, and his companions are becoming worried that something may have happened to him.
There's nothing we can actually benefit out of killing this guy at all. Technically, we have to come here for an anniversary thing that we may or may not be able to do. I assume we can do because 2.8 million morale. Gonna take a guess that we're gonna struggle here. Though, actually, if we can take this guy out... Problem I'm having is there's, like, stutter. I want to get bleeds on him. I know this isn't like a difficult fight. I'm just curious to see what's possible. I mean, I've nearly done 1 million morale. Basically, if we can do this, it just begins a point of like, can we do roving threats? I know I don't have to be moving around, but obviously roving threats are like around 2 million up, so run around in circles. So at least a little bit of a time waster. Oh, immediately use Never Surrender. Nice. I don't know if he actually it benefits us. What is that just happened to me? Okay, what killed me though? Gushing wound, acid damage, and 7,000 on profuse bleeding, acid damage. I felt like I had more morale than that then. Doesn't he get like a weird buff though, where he just like does more and more damage? Yeah, profuse bleeding is a fun one apparently. But I don't know if I can, I don't know if that's something I can like, cure. This effect is inflicted in vertical to the player with aggro and tears up every 25 seconds. So it slowly goes up until you hit 7,069 damage, which I think he did 7,774 acid damage. So that's a little bit more than that, but it's fine.
Fascinating scroll you and Riongar brought me.
Okay.
We have found
At least it worked this
something
time.
incredible. My heart breaks for
Okay,
Milos.
that completed that. We've done Explorer. So we've also done 15 quests, which is nice. I don't know if we got anything for doing...
I always suspected.
So we got Virtual Experience for doing Ravaging of Cardolan and Explorer of Cardolan. But we didn't get a thing for doing... yeah, we didn't get anything for doing quests. I don't want to go to the old forest, though. You know, why go to the old forest? I don't like the old forest. Yeah, so I don't know if you can, like... If it's just you have to out-heal it. Or if it's a case of you can actually, like, tear it down. But I used my first aid, and it didn't tear down from tier 1, so ours has a minimum tier of tier 1. I don't know. Anyway, we've done 20 quests now. Wait, what? Why is Tales of Cardolan say 15, but it's 20? That's wrong. So it's 20, 40, and then 70. I forgot I was doing that, actually. No, I actually finished the treasure hunting. We good. Treasure hunts. I don't know. We did both of them. I only had 2 more remaining out of the 6 in total. And now I'm busy... Actually, no, we did 3 technically because we did Cardolan as well, right? So that makes sense. And now we're just doing all the content we weren't allowed to do before. Hello, old hag. Apparently, that's what I was told you are.
Could I speak with you a moment?
Who are you?
Okay.
You've been sent by Blue Cloak.
That is 2 completely different voice actors right there.
Some hapless adventure.
Why has that happened? Now the question is, do I have to fish or do I just like find the fish? Like, is it actually the fishing hobby? I wouldn't have thought so, because there's no requirement, like no pre-requirement. I'm very glad I don't have to deal with these though. I would not want to deal with the barrow roots. They are the worst thing in the game. Maybe. I don't know. Sauron might be worse. But I love him, so I can't. I'm really sad because I've actually got a screenshot of that instance as one of my loading screens, but for the life of me, I cannot get it to trigger. Beforehand, it used to always show, like, I'd always point out how it showed the one that is the, like, stat tomes in the store loading screen. And that's the one I replaced with the picture from that instance, but it's just not showing up. And I don't know why. And it's like, I felt like it always showed up when it wasn't what I wanted. Now that it's what I wanted, it just won't. It can't even be something about the size of the screenshot or anything, because it just scales weirdly anyway. Does the weird scaling. Wait, is that not what I'm after? Ah. Don't have it be another buggy quest. Or is it actually I have to go fishing? Let's find out. Let's see. I guess good thing I carry a fishing rod on me at all times. Is that gonna work? Okay. That's weird that they didn't, like, unless she actually sells fishing rods or something. But even so, I can't actually see it. I needed a cough, but I had to wait for it to like, actually let me fish. Oh, real quick, just give me a sec. I'm just gonna go grab a drink. Right, there we are. I'm not, like, dying of... It's not even that I was, like, super thirsty. It's literally just the fact that my throat is, like, really dry for some reason. I think it's an issue, right, where because I haven't been streaming as much, I'm, like, not used to speaking for a massively super long time as much. So then when I do it, when I stream, I'm then, like, hurting my throat a bit. Which means then normally I'll, like, have to end the stream early. Which then means I'm, like, perpetuating this cycle of just not, you know, not streaming as long and not getting used to it. I have to start doing, like, vocal exercises or something, you know. All right, one more. Hopefully we don't get any rubbish or anything like that. And it just works. Yeah, so what we might do, potentially, if my throat's sort of acting up at this point, I think I might think about finishing this quest line, and then, depending on how I feel at the end of that, we might sort of finish off then when that's done, because it's only a couple of quests. So on the Hag of the Old Forest, there are 4 more quests, and one of those is an instance. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. And to be fair, I got what I wanted to get done today which was I wanted to get all the treasure hunting things done. So we have done those. We've done Southern Merc, we've done Forakel, we've done Cardolan. All we have to do is some quests left to do. And then obviously I just need to work out what I'm doing in regards to my shoulders, because I've been scammed with my shoulders. I've been told an item exists, but then I've been told it's not available. And the other ones are a downgrade. So I might just have to stick with these ones, honestly. Because otherwise I lose all the crit. I lose like 500, 400, 500 morale. And then, yeah, I gain like 200 physical mastery. But quite frankly, I don't need it. I'm overcapped already by a pretty significant margin, if I remember correctly.
Oh, but you seem to have fish with you this time. Very well. You did as I asked.
I can get rid of that one.
I will allow you to ask in return. What is it that you want from me?
Thing is, I don't even know, like, I wouldn't even be that upset if I could find, let's say there was a purple armor, like, set of shoulders that somehow were better. I wouldn't even be that fussed, as long as I can get it, because at this point I can't get it gold. I can, but it's not going to be worth it. I don't think I should get a gold upgrade, well, a rarity upgrade that's actually a stat downgrade. I mean, technically, I can still overcap my crit because of the Huntsman's Ring, the Wormfire Ring. But that's not about hitting cap on crit. That's more about upping my Devastating. But it only ups it by 4%, so it's not a huge deal, but it's something. And to be fair, everything here, like crit and stuff, I will actually be getting here. So maybe I will at some point switch. But I have to get my gold legendary stuff first. I think at the minute... Wait, what was I doing on here? So... Earring necklace is a set. And obviously I can't do the second set for the others at the moment. But I can't remember if I was going to go first or fifth on my other... Oh, fifth is the first set, but I can't remember if I was gonna go with like a tanking earring for the extra morale, or if I was gonna just go for another gold first exquisite earring. I'm not entirely sure, because ideally I'd like to get the 6th if I can, which means I need to get a 6th exquisite bracelet, 6th bracelet, and then I need this, no, yeah, 2nd exquisite ring, 2nd exquisite bracelet, 2nd bracelet, like a teal. Hi. You don't seem cruel.
I see you have been over to speak with my sister. Henbran is as dramatic as ever, it seems.
Yeah, she said you were a horrible person. One of the nice things, at least, is with the gold sets and even the other, like, the teals, at least I can see what the, like, I can see them in the barter. It's not like they're a scaled item and I have to get it to find out what it does, like the shield, for example. Because, like, if I go Bridge Warden shield, which, honestly, I think I've just given up with at this point. It's basically I'm switching finesse for crit. Oh no, finesse for physical mastery. Essentially. So it could be worth it. But it's only one stat that I'm switching out. So I'm like, I don't know if it's worth it. Ultimately. Like the amount of farming I'm probably going to have to do that is kind of annoying. Maybe I'll spend a bit of time on it. But then it's like another thing that I've got to be, you know, doing every day. It's like, That's kind of why I've been slacking on delvings. It's like I want to do my epic battles, so even if I just AFK an epic battle, I'm still doing it. And then I want to do my Fangorn stuff, but now I think I can stop with Fangorn except from eventually getting the pets. But I don't need to do them on Feyrand. I can just do them on my Hunter, for example, and then just use the tokens to buy them for Feyrand. It's kind of annoying because I actually have 2 of these now, 2 of the Fangorn horns. Exactly the same one. There's a 1 in 3 chance of, like, you know, there's 3 of them, and whatever the chance is, I don't think it's 1 in 3, but whatever. Like, I could have at least got a different one, you know? Because now I just have a duplicate of something I already don't want. And I don't know general price that people sell them for. Maybe I can just sell them for like super cheap, like 100 or 200 gold, like, which is cheap from what I've seen. And then yeah, I'll be like rid of it. At least it will be an inventory space out of use. Okay. The Family Matters, the Ancient Trunk, Tracing Luloth, and then the Doom of Sarge Vaughn. Which makes sense that there is just a quest line that takes you there, but it's weird because, like, you know, everybody else just, most people just went campfire and, you know, brought people over. Hi. Oh.
What do you need? Do you know I searched my entire house while you were gone?
Continue searching the chest. I'm just gonna rob you at this point.
You found the grimoire? Oh dear. I cannot believe I have had it all this time.
What's this?
So, you found my blue cloak, eh?
I don't even know where that goes to. Same spot? Okay. Don't crash. Thank you. Still only friend. It's gonna take a while. I guess having 70 quests means that you'll eventually get to Kindred with it, at least. Right. I think I'm roughly going the right way. At least the one thing they did with the Old Forest continued, basically, is made it as confusing as ever. I genuinely don't know if I'm even going the right way. Like, I know vaguely that I'm going the correct way, but all these trees in the way make it a little bit difficult to maneuver. Right. Straight ahead. We good. And still don't know why it does that. It's weird. Right, anyway.
So, you return.
Do that, and then I've also got the Blue Cloaked Stranger. You can have that one. Why not?
Soft. It took me a little while to find the passage about Luilos, but here
Find the mysterious
I
woman.
have missed so much.
Okay,
So
sure.
much time really passed while I sat in my anger.
I'm gonna have to, like, it's gonna be such back and forth. Hopefully, hopefully we can just go, like, straight to the instance rather than having to discover it. Or, even best case scenario, we don't even have to do the instance. But yeah. No, don't stick me on a tree. What are you doing? Oh, I don't want to. I just read forward in the quest and I've got to carry on into the old forest. I hate it. Why would you do this to me? It'd be nice if, because it's Goldberry we're going to talk to. It'd be nice if there was like different dialogue on whether or not you've sort of done the previous quests or not. Not like these previous quests, like the lead up, but like if you've done quests in the Old Forest before and dealt with her. Okay, let's just follow over here. We good. Can I just... I guess I can just literally follow the river. That's literally kind of makes sense. Pretty sure even here you can find the entrance to the Narrow like physically. I don't know if you can actually just go into there. Hi Goldberry, how you doing?
Both the shadows in your
There's a bear in front of
eyes
you.
and the
I probably
murmur of
shouldn't
the
kill
wind
it.
Tell me dark tidings have brought you here.
See, it's a lot brighter out here than the moment you enter the forest. It's like all dingy and horrible, and why do you want to be here? Okay, so apparently we gotta go back after this to, I assume over here, like the original area. So that's good. We don't have to, we have like a swift travel for that, which is good. Dust blossoms. Can we use these on our horse? We can. That makes things easy. And we've also got gloom webs, which is from that other quest. How many do we have to pick up of these? 8. I am going to, I may as well. Whilst I'm here, saves me a trip going back. I mean, I'll probably still have to make a trip back. Really? Because yeah, I'm not gonna go out of my way to get these. Like the moment I have 5, I'll finish. I'm not gonna worry too much about making sure I've got all the gloom webs. But if I see them, I guess I'll grab them. Like that. That's not even properly attached. What is this? Shoddy craftsmanship from these spiders here. Right, fingers crossed. We should not be too obscured. There shouldn't be too many obstacles. We can go straight forward and pretty much deal with what we need to deal with.
Welcome back.
Place the blooms in the water.
You have some webbing in your hair. Go with cheer.
And yeah, okay, that's straight back to Andrath, which is great.
May this small thing help you do great deeds.
Okay, so Gorwin's here.
Return. I
Hey,
was
Gorwin.
growing worried
Oh.
you were gone for so long.
And we also get 2,000
I
adventure
still
experience for this.
cannot believe
I
you
didn't even
found
know
so
that.
much
That's very
evidence
good.
in Guido's final hours.
And what's that like? Obviously, it's not going to beat out what we have, but is that like good for kind of the time? I can see it being useful.
I do not know what
and then you
may
also have
find
a
in
quest there, apparently.
Sarkborn.
You have reason to believe that Grey Fear truly dwells within...
So I have to actually go to it. That's kind of annoying, but it's fine. We vaguely know how to get there, I think. We were there not that long ago. Like, around that area. The problem is, I can get to Sarkborn, but I also need to search for clues outside. We need to split up and search for clues. Except I'm on my own, so I can't really search or split up. But, can I get up this way? Can I sneak in? Nope. Okay. Never mind. Let's try that again. Okay. I think we can just go straight around, but yeah, we'll have to do such form. But 10 tokens, 2,000 virtue experience. I'll do it just for the virtue experience. I also get some rep. That's fine, not really a big deal. And then I'm gonna just run it more than likely at 20, because I mean I don't really care that much about gear, but it would be good to know whether or not okay, I'm surprised I didn't die to that. Yeah, it'd be good to know if we can get that shield or not. Right, up here should be where we need to go. There's some stuff. There was a necklace on the skeleton. Okay, fingers crossed she's just here, because that'll be a lot easier. Disco is broken out in town. I mean, why not? I want a disco. Would be a little, you know, law breaking maybe, but wait, she's in Herna? Oh, okay. Right, I'm gonna run it at 20. I mean, it's convincible. It's like, it's entirely possible that Middle Earth could have disco balls, right? Nothing to say they couldn't.
Burials among the stones of a ruined temple. Its name of old forgotten. It came to be known as Sarkborn, Black Grave. And those centuries of abandonment, none were the most unwary,
Yeah.
foolhardy.
Maybe he sees the error of his ways. It's like, actually, you know what?
Now, the Witch King of Angmar
I could
has
probably
to rouse the Barrow
be better
Wild
off
from
doing
their
this.
slumber, summon forth an ancient evil.
After he has his little tantrum and throws us off the side of his, you know, tower. Because that's essentially what it feels like at the end of Tower of Orthanc. It feels like he's just like basically having a tantrum. Oh wow, that was amazing. That fight. Okay, so I got 2 coins of Cardolan. Fine. Now it's just time to see if we get anything on the second chest, on Luloth's chest. I hate that sound. It's so, like, not... It's, like, so much louder than it needs to be. I mean, yeah. He's not actually that great. It'd be better. Yeah, everything else is kind of fine. It's just for some reason that I don't know if it's just it doesn't get affected by the certain sound settings if it's under a different thing, which would be weird to me and kind of dumb. But no, it's been worse. I've seen worse things. Yeah, cutscenes are terrible for it. I don't understand. At least you can skip them, but it like bursts your ears basically.
To have made it this far. But Sarkborn will not be a part of your story. It will be the end.
Okay.
Finally. Die! Die! Die!
Sorrow lies heavy upon this land.
Okay, so I didn't get anything out of that either. I only got 2 iron coins, which normally would have been 1, but obviously we get the extra one from the toolkit. Now we get to listen to this dude blabber on for ages, basically. It's so much fun.
At last, you
It's worth it, though, for the 2,000 virtue experience, right? 2,400 virtue experience, fine.
Waits those who defy me.
In fact, actually, let's have a look. Did I cap? No, but at the end of this, I will have capped honesty, which means everything else is just pure... Oh, wait, zeal I haven't done as well. Okay, so we'll do honesty, zeal, and then everything else is just a pure morale boost. Because more morale is fine, but if we have the passives, it means we can, like, balance how much... Like, that's definitely... It's not going up anymore, in theory. And then we can balance out stuff. Obviously, though, I need to get a later ancient script, and I just need to fix my legendaries, because I haven't done that. Not because I haven't got the tokens, it's because I literally just don't have the ancient script. I do, let's be honest, but I haven't been doing it. At some point, I will do all these, though. I just need to clear out some inventory space first. I wonder if I can kill this guy.
And there I will sit in judgment evermore. The kingdom of
I wonder if I can
the
kill him
dead
from my
awaits
bleed.
you.
Oh, I've just realized how terrible this is on Warden. I don't even know what my... What even is reversal? I can't remember.
Enough. You shall be mine.
Oh, I didn't even have to do it. Oh, I guess it's like... If it's like 99% damage, then theoretically I'm fine, right? I just always accidentally do bleed damage or do reversal. I never do it on purpose. So do that, and then I should be able to just take him out.
What is this?
That's at least a good thing.
No, my lord. You cannot summon me.
I've recently thought... So, basically, at work, we are going through a massive, like, refurbishment of the entire building. And because I work in the kitchen... I'm still in the kitchen, but there used to be a window basically outside so people could see in, you could see out, but that window and the door have been boarded off, so there is still a door obviously, but it's just like a small window on it. I've been so tempted to just like bring in my laptop and like AFK epic battles on there and switch out and stuff, so I'm like, nobody's gonna see me, nobody comes into me, it's fine. So I got a bracelet of agility. I still don't know if you can get the teal ones out of this. Or not. So I have to investigate Luloth's chamber. It's Goldberry. You could have helped me a bit. Maybe called Tom
What a
Bombadil.
joy it is to see you well, dear friend. When you and I spoke
That
of
does not
Lilith,
look comfortable on her neck.
old
I know she's
memories
dead,
came
but
to
like,
my mind.
still.
Long ago, when Lilith came to me seeking counsel against the Grey Fear, she wore a brooch set with blue stones upon her breast. And this very day, by some curiosity of fate, my Tom brought me a gift, a brooch from Othrongroth, the Great Barrow. I could scarcely believe it, but it was no other. How it found its way into the Great Barrow is not known to me. But perhaps Luiloth sought there some other defense against the Grey Fear. But now the Grey Fear is no more.
Well,
Cast back to the halls of the Ordena. And so I have come to return the brooch to its rightful owner. Rest well, dear Luiloth.
well, that made her like look less deathly. So that's good. She's still dead though. That's the problem.
Blue was always Tom's color, after all.
I don't know if she looked like she was stumbling or if she was like sort of crying. She sounded very sad. No surprise, but you know.
It is over, my friend. Me Menel, dear, and so many
Oh
others.
yeah, he's dead, isn't he?
At last
Oops.
find peace.
I like how it says you should swiftly exit and then does it for you. At least it's not like too confusing. Whether or not it takes us to Herna or not. It does. Okay, so why tell me? Like, me pressing continue just takes me there anyway. Right. So, I have two quests for this. The Doom Massage
Fear is
one,
no more.
it's still weird that my UI does this whole thing. Don't like it. But there we are.
What
And
have you
then
got there?
that one. So that is now Honesty maxed. We'll go into Zeal. And then
What you have found at Sark Vorn brought me no joy.
I can just give this to the mayor.
but
And then
it did provide
I
some
think
peace.
after that we will finish off for the evening. Because, oh, is he just in here? Is that what's happened? I assumed he was outside. Oh, he's just here. Nice.
You again, eh? What mischief have you and my daughter been up to?
Did you not leave us after all? It was all an accident. Okay. All you can, you helped to cook my favorite stew as well. I'm afraid I've been unkind to you, Warden. For so many years, anger has been the only thing I know, but today you brought hope. You've shown that history is important. The dwelling of the past is not what's needed. Unless you have learned, using what we have learned from our history here in the present is what is important. Cool. That's a little end to that. Still have a load of quests that we can potentially do, so that's fun. Child is missing. We'll leave that for later. Don't worry. Opals. I don't really know why I'd want 15 opals, but I'll take it and then sell it. Maybe back to him.
I would be grateful for your assistance.
I don't know. We still have quite a lot of quests to do, but that's something we can always just like passively do here and there. I'll try and get it done before the 29th though, because obviously the virtue experience boost, and I'll maybe even see about doing some missions to get some more virtue experience from that, because honestly we had like 4 times the amount needed versus what we could actually get. So if we can start making a lot of progress now while we've got the extra virtue experience, then that's certainly going to be beneficial to us. But 28 out of 40, we started at 2, so we've done 26 quests, and we also got the whole like all the explorer stuff done, so that's pretty good in my mind. And then eventually we'll have Deeds of Cardolan done, another 4,000, which is obviously well worth it, and Deeds of Cardolan's Dawn. Maybe even I'll jump on like a delving, because if I go into a delving, I should be able to get like a dim light. Well, if I do 2-2, I should be able to get like a dim light. Also reduced awareness, perfect timing. Maybe I'll just I'll do like, oh wait, If you complete a tier 1 delving. I don't know why tier 1's down here, but I guess it is. Is there no thing for doing a tier 10 delving then? Doing 10 tier 1s? Maybe could do that as well. Why not? I wonder if we get anything. I wonder actually if I were to do that, if any legendary tokens can drop. Because if I go to wherever it was, tier 1 delving chest can still apparently drop a legendary tracery token. So it should still drop. I think it's only the armor that doesn't drop. So I don't see why we don't potentially do them on Feyrand on tier 1 using an alt. Or even potentially a higher tier 1. And then if we get a cloak, like it's just 10 more that we can do in a day. Potentially. If I'm already doing it on like Zia, for example. Who needs the gear eventually. Zia needs the gear, is what we've learned. Maybe we'll see. If not, I'll just do them on some alts. Do them like Afka's been doing tier 1s. Now that Afka's actually got gear, though, I might jump up to... Is it tier 4 where it goes purple? Or is it tier 3? Okay, tier 4 is where it goes purple. So I might potentially go tier 4. Now that I've got some uncommon gear as like a slow build up, and then eventually make my way virtue experience, etc., etc., which I can probably do quite a bit actually. Yeah, I'm gonna try and use this virtue experience boost to my advantage. But that's gonna be it for tonight. Thank you all for coming along. I hope you enjoyed stream. Next one is obviously guaranteed Monday, but I have I don't think this week, but coming up in the next couple of weeks, I have a couple of like mid shifts, so I'm finishing a bit early rather than at midnight. It's like 6 o'clock, but I'm starting at 12 rather than 4. So, you know, starting a bit early, finishing a bit early. So hopefully we're going to be able to fit in some more streams there. But for now, that's going to be it. Thank you for coming along, as I said. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.